Club, Nipsey and Lauren, 365. Would you stay around if I was torn? Jazz shows playing classics. Were you a dog? Hit her in a song.
Yo. What's the word, man? What's the fucking word, man?
Hey,
we back, man.
We back, man. You know what I'm saying?
We back, man. I don't know what to say at this point, man. We just had a really intense conversation before we even got on this shit. So this is like it's a secondary situation right now. This is crazy.
We let all the good content out. You know what I'm saying? All the good content we was giving away to ourselves, bro. Yeah,
that's a fact. We kind of kept it to ourselves. That's fucked up. But before we do anything, you say, as we always start this off, and it's the fucking Hdsncrw podcast. It's your boy Ra.
It's Puerto Rico standing, man. They know where I want to be right now with this hat on.
Yeah, it's vacation time. We need a man's trip. Mm-hmm. It hasn't happened in what, 4 or 5 years?
Yeah,
probably longer than that, actually.
Yeah,
probably 7. Actually, I just seen
7 years. Yeah, 7 years for sure.
So I think I got a memory on my phone. I just said it's been 7 years since we've been, but super active fathers, family men. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But what's been going on with you, man? How you been, man? How's your mental, man?
Oh, I think we stumbled upon something. I mean, even at the beginning, men don't take vacations, bro.
That's true.
I looked at one of my associates, right, who's
most men.
Yeah,
you can't speak on everybody.
That's true.
You can't speak on everybody. Some niggas always on vacation.
Permanently on vacation, yeah, for sure.
Niggas in Miami a little too much. I don't know what's going on over there, chief.
Mm-hmm. Scamming somebody. But I'm looking at this nigga. PTO.
Hey man, talk to the mic, man.
Oh, my fault. Yeah, I'm looking at this nigga PTO. I'm like, yo, this nigga got about $200 PTO. I mean, this nigga ain't never, since he joined the company in 1986, he ain't never
1986.
You know what I'm saying? It's like this nigga never go on vacation. But now, as black men, though, we should, as men in general, bro, like we should be able to rest, to decompress. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because we take on a lot,
I agree.
Take on a lot in our households, take on a lot in the world. You mentioned it earlier about how the black man, I don't want to steal your stuff, but...
No, go ahead, man.
You mentioned earlier about the black man and how we got to camouflage with every situation that's thrown at us. You want to elaborate on that? I don't want to steal you.
Well, I just think that, as a black man and black father, let's add that in there, because I think being a father is a big thing, and I think in this world, in this day and age, we just got to be so many different things, right? You got to be one person at home. You got to be one person inside the office. Got to be another person when you're in the streets, especially when you're a black man, because when you live in Newark, you know what I mean? Like, you can't just be a regular, oh, hey, I'm just walk down the street and walk my dog. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? That those things don't happen as often, but you got to be a certain type of person to get respect out here and to be able to just walk amongst people. So for me, I just feel like we gotta have so many different jackets that we put on, right? We come home, you know what I mean? We gotta be emotionally involved. Many different ways, right? We gotta, be able to rub your girl's back, rub her feet. You know what I mean? You got to be able to do all those things. You got to be present in the kid life, and like I said, that's no shot. That's something we're supposed to be doing. You know what I mean? But that is a hat to wear. And then you got to wake up in the morning. You got to go to work. So you got to be a boss. You know what I mean? You got to lead people. All day long. And like I said, you want to go outside, want to walk to the store. Now you got to somewhat be, agilent. You know what I mean? You got to be alert. You got to be all these different things. So, and that's not to say a woman don't go through things, but at the same time, we got to do so much. And I think that, as a man, things have changed dramatically. It was just a protector at one point, provider and protector, and I think now we got to be so much more than that.
Yeah,
you got to be so much more than that.
Yeah, you gotta be Lil Wayne. You gotta be Young Thug. You gotta be Prince. You gotta be Michael Jackson.
That's a fact. You got the chaps on this issue.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you gotta be every single thing. You gotta be super sexy when you're into the room.
That's a fact. And you gotta have 14 inches. If you don't got 14 inches, it's like, all right, so what am I doing here, right? You know what I mean? Because that's the thing now, right?
It's like, deal with you if you ain't got 14 inches. They say nigga go that way.
Exactly. It's crazy.
You gotta have a 6-pack. You know what I'm saying? You still got to be able to drink Casamigos fully. Which is weird.
Full time, not part time.
Exactly, which is weird because, drinking gives you a pot belly and shit like that, but they still want you to be in shape. So it's pretty much got to be a machine, bro. You gotta
right.
A Decepticon.
And of course, I want the women's feedback as to, the true views of a woman, you know what I mean? And I know there's some women that are just straight down to earth and just say, hey, we just want our man to be himself. right? And I think it's sometimes that's super cliche, right? And I think I'm gonna tell you why, right? So I feel like social media has changed everything, and I know we mentioned this a ton of times, but social media changed the way we look at our significant other. Bro, is because it's like all day long I'm seeing bitches with, excuse my language, I didn't mean to say bitches, well, females that are half naked on my timeline all day long that's twerking, you know what I mean? And then I go in the bedroom, I look at my girl and I see different, you know what I mean? Like, and I just think that sometimes it tricks your mind to believe that you actually can achieve that, you can get that, you know what I mean? And I think it's vice versa too with women too, because they see the guy who's walking around who got 16 inches in his pants, right? And then they see the guy with the money, and then they look at Omarion and say the nigga got dance moves and everything, money, and he got 16 inches, and think that shit is really obtainable, and then the nigga do verses and he get his ass whooped.
Yeah.
And nobody's talking about Omarion no more. But just skip past that. But like, I just think that like social media changed the way we even view our significant others, man, and the way we date. You know what I mean? And I just talk about any other podcast. I'm not gonna put their name out, but a girl came out and said she couldn't date a guy who had a 9-to-5 job.
That's like 1% of. That's like 99% of America that got a 95 job, right?
Right.
9-to-5 job.
Right, 90% actually. It's actually, I think 90%? No. It's 89%, because there's a 1% that is that kind of ruleless thing, right? Because it's like a 10% of people who actually are innovators, right? So how I see it is, I thought it was the 90. It may be a 90-10-1 rule or something like that. I forgot the rule, and it's crazy. I should remember this because somebody, Jeff talked about this every time we went to the every time I went to shop, and he actually had it written on his mirror. But I think it's everybody, unless you're well off, right? Unless you're wealthy or whatever the case may be, you still got to report somewhere. You still have to do something, right? I agree. So that's still like a 9-to-5. Like, it might not be traditional 9-to-5, but you got to go out there and you got to put some work in. But her views was this, right? So she said that because she's an entrepreneur, right? She can't deal with a guy whom can't just like really operate on the fly, right? So, and like I said, I don't want to misquote her. I don't want to misquote the girl or whatever the case may be. She works a 9-to-5. Then they say entrepreneurs like around the clock. But I'm about to say, yeah, you changed that completely. So I just think that like, in our reality, this my view is this, right? So let me say something real quick, right? Okay. Because that just made me think a little bit, right? I would value a person that works a 9-to-5, getting $100,000 a year, over somebody that's working, around the clock, making $100,000 a year. Okay, why is that? Explain that a little bit. Because I'm working half the hours that you're working, and I'm getting the same amount that you're getting. Okay, right? Like, that's the theory. Like, you as a human being, right? You always want to be able to, achieve something in a short amount of time. Like, if you're running on a treadmill, right? And I know people, this nigga talking about this treadmill. Look at these niggas look like my couch about to sink it. That's a fact. Niggas should be on a treadmill getting busy. We're gonna get back to that though, but for sure. But yeah, if you're running on the treadmill, right, you want to do better than what you did yesterday. True. You know what I'm saying? If you read a book chapter and it took you so long, you want to do better than what you did yesterday, right? Yes. It's always about progression. So if a person is working 9-to-5, making $100,000 a year, and another person is working 24 hours out of the day, making $100,000 a year, I'm going to value the other person working at 9-to-5. I'm just saying. Okay. I see it in her views, right? So how I see it is, if you're an entrepreneur, right, and you're making $100,000 a year, that means you're self motivated. So I think that you have more going on mentally than that person that works that 9-to-5. I agree, but where the disconnect for me personally is the disconnect for me personally is when she say that. And now, granted, everybody's entitled to what they like, right? I just feel like at some point you was an entrepreneur. At some point you had a 9-to-5 job. But what do you call the doctor and lawyers and all of these motherfuckers? Right, they 9-to-5 too. They 9-to-5ers. They 9-to-5ers. But her views is one of the girls said, "Hey, well, if you can't pop up and go to Jamaica when you feel like it, like that'll piss me off." Like, what? I know her surgeon got to be upset, bro. Maybe. He gave her a whole new ass and she talking down on him. Talking down, right. Gave her a whole new body, whole new face, and she talking down. So basically she want a drug dealer. That's what it sounds like to me. Because I don't know no man, and even if you're a CEO, That's considered a 9 to 5. I don't give a fuck what you saying. That's considered not, like I said, like even entrepreneur. That's considered a 9. It may not be a 9 to, but it's a 9 to 5. You still got to clock in, clock out. Even if for instance, like she said, if
she don't work that day, it's gonna hurt.
Exactly. Exactly. And it's like, oh well, I might work extra hours certain days, but in certain days I just want to go away. Okay, cool, go away. That don't mean anything. Okay, cool, go away. Dip out. Dip off. He may call out. He may get fired, but at the end of the day, like, okay, y'all both still losing money, no matter what. No matter what, unless you got somebody running your business. But other than that, you're losing money. But I just feel like, and to get back to the point, like as a man, we just got so much shit to deal with. We got to deal with women that's like that, who said they don't fuck with us because of X, Y, and Z. You know what I mean? And it's just crazy. I just feel like we gotta put on a lot of different hats as a man and as a black man too.
I think I was listening to a podcast too, like one of the first, like 1 or 2 episodes. Somebody was playing it for me and I'm listening to it, right? And it was talking about this man, how this man she used to date, but she stopped dating him for some reason or whatever the case would be. And she talked about how this nigga was a man of God. Nigga had the 6-pack. Nigga was, 6 inches.
Niggas had all the above.
Had all the above, right? You know what I'm saying? Nigga built like, Adonis.
Chiseled.
Well, chiseled, you know what I'm saying? And, had perfect teeth. Like all of this weird shit, right?
Right.
And he was, off in one
aspect.
One aspect, and she
was a cheater?
Nah, he wasn't a cheater. Nah, it wasn't nothing like that. He was off in one aspect, and she dipped out on the nigga.
What?
I don't know. I think it was social skills or something like that. She just left him. It's like, yo, y'all niggas want robots, bro. Y'all want niggas to be perfect. Like, you want God himself.
Nah, they want to build the nigga. Like, you know what I mean? Like build a bear. You want to build the nigga, want to go in there and get all the good stuff. But like I said, they never account for the things that person may lack. Right? So girls, I want a fine nigga, right? They gotta be perfect, right? He gotta be sexy, light-skinned, spectacular nigga from Pretty Ricky, right? And you get the nigga and you realize that there's 1,000 other women that want him. So now he got 1,000 other women inside his DM every day. You know what I mean? Now all of a sudden, now you got trust issues.
Yeah.
Oh man, I can't deal with him. It's girls on him all day long. You fucking with let not come with the territory. I'm fine, sweetheart. Deal with it.
Yeah.
Deal with it. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying that to be, you know what I mean? I'm not insecure about anything. I'm gonna be completely honest. I'm ugly as a muff. I'm first of all, I'm medium ugly. That's just start off with that, sweetheart. I know I ain't cute.
That's a new term.
I know I ain't ugly. I'm medium ugly like a motherfucker. I'm cool.
You know what Rocky said? That nigga Rocky said, I know I'm something weird to look at. He said, I know I look odd. And he landed Rihanna, so that shit don't even matter. You know what I'm saying? One of the baddest him. Hey, it evens it out, bro. Hey,
that's
listen,
a fact.
I'm at it, bro. I think I know I'm something odd to look at, bro.
That's a fact, and I know I am. I'm built like a bleach bottle. It's all good. Like I don't care, but I'm telling you right now, I'm loyal.
Yeah. hey,
you
bro,
know what I mean?
They don't want that shit no more, bro. I don't think they care about loyalty no more, bro.
I don't think no one does.
That's weird. That's scary.
I think that the times that bro, they can shed skin. They can shed skin and go to the next person really quick.
Bro,
I have never seen so many people in so many relationships in 1 year. I've never seen it in my life.
That's crazy.
Never seen it in my life, bro. Niggas got something new every so often. Every so often, somebody got something new. Yeah, this my chick right here. Nah, this my chick right here. Like, it's insane, bro. It's insane. So I just think that, like, social media has affected everything that we do, even on a day-to-day basis. It definitely has affected everything, man. I'm going to just say that, man.
Yeah, I was trying to pull up this little quote. That's one they had put. Well, not even a quote. I guess she was fed up with you niggas and she was talking crazy.
You said you niggas. These niggas.
We're fed up with these bitches.
Okay.
It's a female herself was talking. And I think she put up there like, yo, we got so many broken people, dating more broken people. She said because you guys put all your information up on Instagram,
right?
Twitter and all this shit like that. And things don't go well. And when things don't go well, you just jump to something else. You're not even completely healed. You didn't take the time out to do the work on yourself. She said, yo, like when you get a cut, like what you do?
Most people bandage it up.
Most people bandage it up. They don't let it heal. You know what I'm saying? He bandaged that shit up. So you just bandage it up and you jump into something else without your wound even healing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, we got a lot of broken people running around here, bro. People just don't have no morals, no anything nowadays. It's crazy.
I think they do. I just think that like everybody's morals is displaced. I don't think that no one has the time to do that.
I disagree with that.
No one has the time, and that's how I feel sometimes. Like, granted, I'm not 100% right, but I just feel like no one has the time, bro. Think about it, bro. You got 24 hours in a day. Man, you talked about this before. You got 24 hours in a day, allegedly, right?
Yep.
Right? So you take 8 hours of that day and you do what? You work, right? And you got 8 hours of the day that you do what? Sleep. You got 8 hours to do what? Still go food shopping, still be a parent, still be all these things. And I just think that people just don't have time, bro.
And even in those numbers are kind of warped too, right? Like even in the 8 hour day, right? I had to break it down to somebody. I'm like, yo, work is not 8 hours. Work is at least 12 hours. You get me? Because you're gonna take accountability. Like it takes you like 2 hours to get ready for work, right? Whether it's mentally or whatever the case may be, you get up and it's gonna take you a while to get to work.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? It'll take you about 2 hours to get to work, right? So then you work for 8 hours, right? You're already at 10 hours. You get what I'm saying? And then some people travel, so it's probably longer than that. You get what I'm saying?
So definitely 12.
Yeah.
Definitely 12.
Mm-hmm. And then you take another 2 hours to decompress and, get into like the actual, like you say, camouflaging thing. When you want to come home, you got to be a husband, you got to be, a boyfriend, you got to be a father, you got to be all this shit, right? But
gotta rub her back, make her feel good.
But you still got to cleanse your mind, right? You got to cleanse your palate. And be able to go ahead and take care of these.
And then cook if you're a cooker.
Oh yeah, it's a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? It's really so work is not really like it's really not 8 hours, bro. Work is at least 12 hours.
Damn, when you break it down like that, goddamn. Sheesh, because even I look at it like sometimes I don't realize how I get through the day. Sometimes, You know what I mean? Like I wake up at 6 a.m, I work out. After that, I do get breakfast done for my son, take him to school. After I drop him from school, I'm off to work. Once I'm off work, I pick him up. We get home, we make dinner, we eat, we shower, and we back in bed. And tomorrow's the next day.
Yeah,
same thing all over again, and it's like it just don't stop.
So you ever thought about what's your other 16 hours?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. Most of that time, you end up, like I said, on your days off, doing nothing.
Yeah.
Because you don't have the energy. You don't have the energy to do anything else. I'm gonna sit here and just do nothing.
Yeah, we should fight for that. Everybody fighting for gun rights and all this shit like that, or fighting for all this other nonsense the niggas fighting for. We need to fight for those 4-day work weeks, man.
Fuck that. Let's fight for naps in the middle of the day, like Paris. The motherfucker shut down for 2 hours and then come back to work. Like, we should do shit like that.
Yeah, they freaky, though. They shut down.
He said they freaky.
Word. You know how Paris is. They shut down and they go fuck. They come back. Ain't no suicide rate in Paris. They all out there just
fucking with croissants and tea.
They having a good... Yeah, they fucking, bro. They ain't out there, You realize that, right? Yo, women got the power, bro. Somebody said it before. Women got the power to end all this shit. They got the power to end stress and, early death, hypertension, all of this other shit, bro. They got the power to win. Just fuck it, man. Bro, just fuck that nigga.
That's a fact.
That nigga wouldn't be going through
gotta get it right.
or anything, bro. That shit cures all.
I say, man, like.
Let me know if I'm not speaking facts.
Nah, that's crazy. At least sucking.
Yeah,
you feel me? At least sucking,
bro. Niggas wouldn't be beefing
at all. Yeah. Nah, some niggas would. Some of these niggas like that.
I don't think so.
Some niggas like that, bro.
I don't know.
Niggas wake up horrid as hell. Like, you trying to gangbang on bacon at this point. Like, what's up with you? Chill out.
Yeah, but
it's too hard for... For instance, like, you go to a club is full of all these beautiful women. Girls shaking it and everything. There's always like one nigga in the back looking like he ready to pop off. Why you got a gun in here?
I can guarantee he ain't fucking none. That's built up rage and pressure. Bro, I'm trying to tell you, bro. Listen,
that's built up frustration.
I was there before. I'll be there. I visit there.
I'm there.
I know him. You know what I'm saying?
He been me.
Where I am him. He is our
many times.
You know what I'm saying?
He is an ally.
That's a fact. I know who he is. You know what I'm saying? I can identify that man. You know what I'm saying? That's why, bro. He ain't getting none.
Yo, that's crazy, yo. That's but I don't know, man. I think you're right about that, man. I just feel like sometimes like a bunch of testosterone just built up, man. It causes issues, man.
Go to fuck that, man.
Yes,
just fuck that nigga before you go to work.
Hey, yo, and it's funny because somebody always say, like, look, man, one thing your man should never do is go outside horny or hungry. That's two of the worst things for a man to go outside with.
Every nigga going out there like that now.
That's why niggas be cheating.
Bro, what's up?
That's why niggas be cheating, man. That's why niggas be cheating. Now, I don't know. I can't speak personally on it. But like I'm saying, like, think about it, right? So what do a man like to do more than anything else? Fuck,
sleep.
And sleep. And eat.
Yeah. Yeah.
If a nigga ain't eating good at home, what is you gonna do? You don't go outside and eat fast food.
That's like the dichotomy of a man.
Bro, that's crazy.
Insane, like for real.
That's literally the whole manuscript right there.
Yeah, like nothing else, like nothing special. Like,
Fuck, no, it's simple.
Niggas need to get their nose done.
Nothing. You don't need nothing else. Yeah. But you don't gotta pay for me to get my hair done.
Don't need it.
Bitch, I shave this myself. Bitch, I'll come out here looking like Teen Wolf. I'll be looking out here like Django. I went, what, 2 years not getting my hair done during COVID?
Listen.
Ain't touch it.
That barber, look, they already got the bread for the bar. I don't even need you to do that.
That's all. That's it. And it's only $20. It's only $40.
I got my 40 already for the whatever. I mean,
it's up to the side.
Niggas need playing 40. That's insane, bro. You paying 40 for me? I'm not giving you no tip, nigga.
I'm be honest. I don't give out tips if you niggas charging 40. Ain't no tips. Ain't no tips. Nah. That's the full price itself. I'm good.
Price, yeah.
No, can't do it.
You know what I'm saying? I
don't have enough for it.
I'm talking about her for a $40 set of nails, nigga. You go ahead and line me up for $40, nigga. That shit crazy.
That's a fact. And the crazy part is, I'm only getting the shape up, nigga. You don't even touch the top of my shit. That's what I'm saying, right now, because I'm too scared. Once I cut the top off, that motherfucker never come back. I'm gonna have a drop top forever.
She don't touch the top, nigga. You don't touch the top. I'm gonna need my bread back.
I'm gonna need that. I'm gonna need that.
Word, nigga.
That's crazy because, like I said, as a woman, let's think about it, right? And this may be a controversial clip. You know what I mean? Like, a woman wants so much, a man to do so much, right? Right. Remember, they want us to be a protector. That's one. So you can't be a bitch, right? Two, they want you to be a provider. You got to make over $100,000. You got to provide me with a house, a car, whatever the case may be. Now, some women, I'm not saying all women, but some women don't need that. Cool, fine. Then they want you to be romantic.
Gotta be built like Lexington Steel.
Right, but peep, we ain't even get there yet. Right? You gotta be more romantic from time to time. You don't gotta be there all the time, but you gotta be romantic, right? You gotta come in, you gotta have flowers, right? You gotta rub my feet, rub my back, light the candles, right? Okay, cool, perfect. You gotta be an excellent father. You got to be at every soccer game. You got to be at every basketball game. You got to take them outside and play catch with them, right? Cool. And like I said, and all these things are things you're supposed to be doing, right? Except for the romance, right? Right? So they want that, right? Then on top of that, they want you to be the gossip girl too. So they want to be able to sit down with you, have a beautiful conversation, talk about work, talk about their friends, talk about all this shit, right?
I like that shit. I just use it for hair.
What's that? He said, cool.
I sit up there like this.
Yeah? She did what? Shit. Watch this. Come up here and just vent.
I tried to get into
that bitch Tony did what?
I get my sis back quick. What up, sis? She said, what, sis? Gas up a little bit.
Period. You get me? So then she want that, right? And then obviously you got to be an outgoing person, right? So we got to go out, right? We got to go out often. You know what I mean? All right, cool. And then on top of that, you got to be, like you said, you got to be in the gym. I want you to be fit. You know what I mean? Then on top of that, all right, cool. I want you to dick me down with extra inches of dick that you don't even got.
That's what I said. Like,
bitch, I'm out.
Lexington Steel. Wesley Pipes and all these niggas. Come on, bro.
You get me?
I'm giving you the Brian Pumper, man.
I heard some wild stories about Brian Pumper too.
Oh,
hell yeah, about from the nigga Rico Strong.
Yeah.
He was on a podcast. Not gonna mention names. We won't mention other people's podcasts, except for like Drink Champs. I'm cool with them. But other than that, like he was talking about that whole Brian Pumper junk and how he fucked up the whole porn industry. Like he fucked up a lot, like a lot of deals. Like some was out here fucking on things and wasn't getting tested. Like he was fucking busting eggs on bitches' heads and everything. He was getting super wild. A whole bunch of extracurricular activities going on out there.
That shit make you want to go back and watch tapes and look out for pimples and shit.
He said the nigga was on steroids. But yeah, I feel like as a man, women want you to do so much, bro. So much. And like a woman can just be a woman. She can just be her. Yeah. You know what I mean? I want to go out. I'm a mother. I can go party. I can, you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, I get that. You know what I mean? But only thing that I say that most men, and I can't speak on everybody, but I can speak on myself, is just just give me a moment. Let me breathe for a second. When I sit down, I just wanna breathe for a second. Like I don't even want to talk for like give me an hour. You know what I mean? Just let me just decompress. You know what I mean? And just do the simplest of things. And maybe that's just nothing. You know what I mean? Like, give me that moment.
You know what helped you get closer to that?
What's that?
She came down, ripped the pants off, you know what I'm saying?
And sucking.
Put Jack all in the box. You put Jack in the box, nigga, all that shit go away.
That's a fact. I love it. You nigga go sit on the couch. You just push you on the couch, pulling him out, and start piping.
Shit. How come we can't have no romantic movies like that, man?
Hey, man, that shit don't exist. It's funny because most of everything romantic that a woman sees is based off a fucking movie.
Nah, not even social media.
And then that's off a fucking movie.
Nah,
like off a movie.
Nah, it's based on social media now. These bitches don't watch movies.
Nah.
They can tell you exactly what Lala and Nunu and all them bitches did. You get what I'm saying?
That's a fact. That's
this
a
nigga got her Range Rover.
But that's a moment in time. That's the crazy part because that's such small. Mind you, Lala Anthony was going. Oh man, they wish it was beautiful. They divorced like a motherfucker.
Nah, I don't know.
Well, they didn't divorce. They just separated.
I don't know what the bitches is now. What is it? JT and somebody else, whoever the other these popping bitches is. I don't really know.
Ain't JT still with Uzi?
Yeah.
Uzi out here looking like he back in 2001.
Word, that nigga like a Spice Girl. They got me looking like
that nigga leave your boy hanging. I was about to piece myself.
That out here looking like Cynthia from Rugrats. Nigga. That fucking hairstyle. Nigga. Fuck wrong with that nigga, bro.
That nigga had a beeper on. Ain't nobody calling that shit.
He really had a beeper on, bro.
That shit was epic though, epic. And I don't know where these niggas getting off with these motherfucking furry shoes on, but that shit ain't cool.
Who had furry shoes on?
I think I don't know if it was I think it was the baby. I mean a little baby. I think that was him in that
I've
picture.
been saying this nigga into some real. They talk about what's the name, man? Y'all talking about Playboy Cardi. What's the name is like the next step under from Playboy Cardi, bro. Lil Baby.
Why you say that?
I just watched him. He had like his whole latex outfit on performing.
He was in a condom.
Bro, he was in a black condom, bro. Performing.
I don't know. How do you feel about this Cardi thing that's coming up, though? He doing like this punk rock situation and everything. How you feel? How do you feel about that?
Love it. Love it.
Why do you? What do you love about it specifically? That's too vague. When it's Hdsncrw podcast, you got to break that down, G.
Nah, I feel like niggas is free. They having fun, bro. They being free, bro. Just being whatever they are.
Whatever it is. We're not too sure what it is.
We're not too sure what it is, but they having fun, bro. You can look at him. He nigga bringing fans.
I don't know, but the nigga was definitely like his skin complexion was almondy. The nigga like super like Wesley Snipe now. I don't know what's going on with him.
You say he Wesley Snipes skin now?
Yeah, that's a fact.
Probably too much coke or whatever. You know, bad coke. You ain't had a
bad coke. Allegedly, we don't know what that man doing his perfect time.
But these niggas like they having fun. They bringing niggas up on stage dancing. He kissing and they go on stage. Like you never seen no shit like that before.
Nah, he ain't. I don't think that was intentional.
Bro, listen.
That looked like a mistake.
He ain't try to come on the internet and cover it up either, so you can know a nigga living. That's what I'm saying, bro.
Cash Money might be a good location for him. I'm joking.
That nigga said, think whatever y'all want. You know what I'm saying? They living life, bro. They free, bro.
Nah, it's dope. Hey, man, it is what it is. I mean, personally, I've never been a big Cardi fan. I know you was a definite Cardi fan. I never can get into his music.
Still is.
Even when I looked at, like, what was the last album that he did? Red? Whole Lot of Red?
Whole Lot of Red,
yeah, I didn't get into that album at all.
Beautiful album.
I didn't get into the album at all, but to go back to the point, man, to get back to, you know what I mean, the women and men, I just feel like, look, man, expectations is hard nowadays, man. It's hard to be a good brother in these day and ages.
You know what got me hard? I mean,
Super Paul. My man on Freaky Time.
You know what got me tight?
Freaky Time.
You know what got me tight? This abortion thing, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Good point.
Now I was hearing a lot of people say, "Oh, you know, men shouldn't have the right to tell people what to do and things like that." I'm not gonna get into like, you know, pro-abortion, whatever the case may be. I just think taking the life. I'm not even gonna get into that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Everybody should have the right to do whatever they want to do.
And that's what I want to get to.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody has the right to do whatever they want to do, whatever the case may be, right? But at the same time, I think we need to stop this whole man versus woman thing, right? It's disgusting. You know, racism didn't work. Well, racism's still working, and then they're going to drop this bomb on us too, where it's like, you know, now they want to play the sexist game now, where you can't even identify what sex people identify as. You know, so they're making it kind of hard with this gender shit, right? It's like a gender war we having right now, and I don't think niggas really paying attention to it. But it's always man versus female, right? No matter what it is, bro. No matter what the fuck it is, right? In sports, and like this thing right here, like, you know, the Supreme Court, it's 9 members of the Supreme Court, right?
Right.
6 happen to be men. You know what I'm saying? 6 happen to be men. 3 happen to be women, right? So when it got overturned, you know what was the score?
What was that?
The score is 5-4. Right? It is possible that 3 women could have possibly voted on that thing to be overturned. Right? And 2 males agree with that, right?
Right.
So majority of it would have been women. So if it came out that women played a huge role in this shit, and the 3 women that is a part of the Supreme Court voted on this shit, how would y'all feel? Because right now y'all saying, oh, men shouldn't tell women to do what they bodies. Well, you got 3 women up there that plays a vital part in which way this thing can swing. Right. Because if it was men, I mean, let's just think logically, right? Even when it comes out in numbers, right? It's 6 guys. The vote was 5-4.
I just think, honestly, bro, like, why is it even a conversation? Like, yeah, why is it for me? It's why is it a conversation? Why is we worrying about abortions versus gun laws versus hate crimes against black people versus that? I feel like there's so much things that we should be tapping into that's a little bit more like affecting us on an everyday basis, bro. Like, you talking about lynchings that are still happening in 2022, and there is no anti-lynch law. Like, I'm talking about, that's a hate crime. Like, so I just think that it's such a bigger spectrum of things that's going on, and y'all worried about somebody saying, okay, well, I don't want to be pregnant. You know what I mean? Now, granted, if you want to talk about that, 15 years from now, once we pass the fact that, African Americans can't be fucking hunted, on U.S. premise, I think, okay, cool. But right now, we talking about black people being hunted. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, look at the aggression that the police have towards us. You know what I mean? Like, look at all these different things that are happening. We need to be passing laws that focus on those things rather than focus on abortions. That's just me personally. When that's somebody's prerogative to do whatever they want their body. And you talk about the land of the free, the home of the brave and everything, but whom is free now? Because you're telling me how to operate. I can't do this. Well, you're telling me I can't do something, but you're sending this to the home of the free. I don't see the freedom in that. I'm sorry. You can't put a hoodie on and walk in Maplewood. That's a bad example because Maplewood is predominantly black. But
it's illegal for somebody to have their hood on, right? In certain place.
Nigga, it's illegal to give oral head in 18 states.
What are they talking about though? What are they talking about? Y'all get head on the parkway, nigga. That should be illegal too.
First of all, Superhead need to be locked the fuck up, put her in jail for 100 years.
That's an accident way down. That's a thug. That's a thug. Give that man head on the parkway.
Yes, sir.
Shit already congested.
Niggas going to Parkway just get some brains so the nigga won't go to jail at all. Bitch, we was not there. We was in between Wisconsin and and Chicago, nigga. That was not against the law. Mm-hmm. So I just feel like it's so much other stuff that we need to be identifying and we need to be talking about rather than talking about somebody specifically having an abortion. That's me, period. It just don't make sense to me. It just don't. Especially when we still don't have anti-lynch laws. I'm sorry, nah.
Well, I think
it's because it's funny because it's like any other group that you talk about. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna say the name. I'm not gonna spew it on here. You know what I mean? You say you say that, and it's immediately things happen. You know what I mean? Things happen. Somebody sees something about a black culture or a group of people, is nothing. It's regular. Oh, he just said it. What's the issue? He was speaking in the privacy of his own home. Mm-hmm. Okay, well, so was somebody else when he said it. but things happen, so I just think that it should be a bigger focus. So I think that people should be able to do whatever they want with their body, whenever they want, however the fuck they want, especially when it comes to like rape. When you got niggas' uncles who's leaving it in these kids. So you're trying to tell me that a 16-year-old kid gotta now have a baby by her uncle? You know what I mean? That's fucked up. Now, shout out to people like Disney. Shout out to people like, you know what I mean, it's different companies whom actually is telling people like, hey, well, we'll fly you out and get this and make sure you can get an abortion.
Oh, word?
Yo, it's a fact. It's a fact. It's a list of companies that are,
flying people to
involved in this, involved in this to actually help these people. Now, when they come shout out to the nigga with a Maury too. That nigga he robbed the gas store with a Maury shirt on. That's crazy. She just came on the news.
With a Maury shirt on?
Yeah, a Maury shirt. Mary, sorry,
Mary
excuse
shirt?
me, Mary, excuse me.
Shirt?
I'm sorry, I don't do the high fashion at all. So
Because
my pronunciation was off.
it was Maury's too. That's what I'm saying. That's some like the Maury's like some Nork shit.
Nah, Maury's was sneakers though. That was the what's the name? That was the gated Maury joints. The gated joints.
They were like the Pradas or whatever the case may be.
That's a fact. But them shits was hard. I think Zoc had every fucking
pair of Maury's.
Had every pair. I think it had the black, the maroon, and wear them bitch with some what's the names too.
Yeah, I ain't gonna hold
Mavi
you.
jeans.
Nork probably is the only Nork is Nork should be a fucking what's the name? Should be like one of the wonders of the world, bro. It's amazing. Like you've never seen a place where like niggas can wear big Omari jeans, right? Big Omavi pairs of jeans, right? So like, you know, big
42
super
waist
jeans, right? With some hard bottom shoes on.
Easily. I don't know what's the name of them shoes that came out, the diesel joints, the square toe joints. Niggas had Amori's on with the square toe joints with a motherfucking white button up on. In the hood.
Word.
Shit's wild, B.
Bottom part of the pants is gone.
Chew the fuck up.
Hard, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Niggas went mountain climbing in them
I remember
bitches.
when niggas found out about the rubber bands. Like, you know, you could put the rubber bands right here.
Fucking it up too. Fucking it up for sure, man.
Staples was in a frenzy at that.
Staples in the 3M was in a bag.
Niggas coming in stealing everything.
Yes,
Need
sir.
those rubber bands.
Rubber band, man.
I was having a conversation with this person the other day, and I'm like, yo, I see you want to know why black people are having like a hard time trying to figure things out, right? Like why we won't. It's going to be extremely hard for us to get to that next level, right? And the reason why I think we can't be at the next level because we fight many different fights that we shouldn't be fighting, right? We have no we have nothing to stand on. And I challenge people, like even you, like I said black people don't have culture.
You don't challenge me ever. I ain't never been challenged.
Listen, okay, we'll do it right here on that.
I ain't never been challenged.
I said black people don't have culture, right?
Okay.
Name me one black national dish.
But one black national
And
dish?
let me give you an example of what I'm talking about, right? Like rice and gandules, we know that's some Spanish shit, right? We know, you know, spaghetti or pasta is like some Italian shit. You know what I'm saying? Like
For sure.
when you think of jerk chicken, you think of
Jamaican.
You think of my Jamaican people out there. You know what I'm saying? Shout out. You know what I'm saying? Like when you think of black rice, you think of my Haitians out there.
That's
You
a
feel
fact.
me? What
Side by
national?
say,
Yeah.
your aunt said some bush. It's all good. Go ahead.
Oh yeah. For real.
Shout out to Aunt Lava, man.
Word. Shout out. What national dish do black people have? And you better not mention no fucking fried chicken.
Soul food, man. Soul food, man. I think that like, and now this may be cliche because I'm not gonna speak of a dish itself.
I disagree
because
with that. Name me a dish. You said soul food.
yeah, true.
Soul food
is a gathering of foods, right? So I think that's like you can go to a soul food restaurant, you get fried chicken, you can get mashed potatoes, you can get all this stuff, right? But I agree. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I know, but yeah, we don't necessarily have an actual dish to call our own. So if you talk about quizzing me, yeah, I'm gonna be honest with that.
So, and anybody out there, if y'all know a national dish that black people have, you know what I'm saying?
That was created because a lot of the stuff that we got was scraps, right? So like when you think about like pork was given to us, like the chitlins and all that shit. That shit was given to you by the master because that was like the end of the shit that they didn't want. So it's a lot of stuff that you was given back in the day that we turned something into nothing, but that was given. So his point is the fact that like something that we created, like that we solely own. And don't say no goddamn sweet potato pie either.
Yeah. Somebody said fucking chicken and watermelon. I said, yo, y'all better stop.
Chicken and watermelon. Watermelon was something. Understand this, like we was watermelon came because like niggas used to pick watermelons. That's what a coon was. They used to pick watermelons, so they started calling shit. That's crazy. So that was nigga love a watermelon. Ha 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 ha. That's supposed to be, allegedly. That's what the ice cream song was. Like the.
That shit must work because it makes you run with it.
Your Umar Johnson gonna fuck you up, bro. Don't go. Your shit, man.
We did real, yo. Niggas see that shit.
Ice cream.
Niggas start bumping into it under. They know where it's at too.
Niggas coming out of backyards and everything.
That's a fact, bro. It's the only time niggas use other senses besides sight.
Yo, that's wild. Yo, that's fucking wild, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Yo, but now we don't have like a national dish, right? But we fight many different things, right? So this whole feminist thing, right? Then when you think about how Planned Parenthood wasn't nothing that came from blacks, right? It came from whites, things like that. When you think about the initial thing for population control, how they wanted to stop blacks from having like stop blacks from populating. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So this whole abortion thing, right, kind of makes you think about it again, right? Population control.
Nah, I don't think it's population control at all.
So let me explain to you.
I think it's complete opposite.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, right? No, I'm saying
for a certain group.
No,
for a certain group.
For a certain group.
Let's say
right?
that. Mm-hmm.
So it makes you think of that, right? They've tried everything to get these white motherfuckers to have kids. Right?
They can't do it.
Can't do it, bro.
Won't do it.
They got sperm banks out there. You can go ahead and just pick up random.
I'll be honest.
Sperm.
The issue is they fucking each other.
Nah, the issue is they fucking us.
Nah, I'm talking about the men fucking each other.
That's what I'm saying.
They trying to fuck on something black.
You know what I'm saying? They fucking
Weinstein ass niggas, bro.
Yeah. They fucking us, you feel me?
They trying to fuck on Terry Crews.
Bro, they fucking everything except white.
Everything except women.
This nigga
and those fucking girls. Infants, they doing everything but fucking women, bro. That's what you niggas is fucking up at. So I agree.
The reproduce thing, right? It's not happening for them. You feel what I'm saying?
So we gotta stop this shit completely.
We gotta stop this shit completely.
But Billy Joe is still gonna be fucking on his niece, and that's where it's gonna the issue's gonna start to happen.
But they gonna be
because now you got huge incest. Yeah, but now you got challenged, mentally challenged.
Hey, but you still got black. I mean, you still got white. You know what I'm saying?
But it's crazy because we talked about this 3 years ago, and we were talking about how the population is different, right? And how the Caucasus is now becoming the minority versus the majority, and it's because they are not breeding. So I see this is the spring to that. Now, granted, we can re-vote on this, I think, in 4 years or something like that, so they can overturn it. But the object is 4 years and things happening. You know what I mean? This population.
Well, those Supreme Court people. The crazy part is, like I said,
speak to the mic, man. You playing games.
I say this about every evil person, right? Even if you think those people from the Supreme Court are super evil, right? Evil people got 9 lives, bro. It's like evil people shake everything, my nigga.
That's a fact. Good people, we got one life. That's it. That's it. Gone and gone. We ain't getting Nip come back and you know what I mean. And he went in instantly.
Yeah, niggas get hit with secondhand smoking and gone if you're a good dude.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? Like the rest
if you're a good brother, yeah, he gone.
He gone.
He gone.
Take him. You know what I'm saying? Rest of these niggas, they out here.
I seen
niggas, murdering niggas.
Nigga, did you see Fiend? Yo, first of all, I never seen a Fiend catch COVID. And they was outside this whole entire fucking time.
The immune system is immaculate.
That shit is impeccable.
Yeah.
Impenetrable. That shit. Mm-hmm. First of all, I think their immune system is like equal to like Mike Tyson's like dodging moves, like his dip.
Well, Floyd Mayweather defense.
Yeah, for sure.
Well,
nah, but see how Mike be moving when he be throwing them punches and shit.
Yeah,
niggas impenetrable. That's what he call it.
Yeah.
Ruthless, man. Well, that shit is crazy.
Like
you said, a good brother catch it is over with.
Yeah, it could be like Odell Beckham gloves, where they catch everything. Now that they're immune to everything because they caught everything.
That's true. But they ain't go. I still got shoplifters that used to come in my store. I was waiting for it to happen.
Ruthless ones too, right?
I was waiting for it to happen.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, literally waiting for it to happen. You're getting that call, man. Come on now, brother.
Hello?
Hey, Dave.
Yeah.
We on live.
In the listening.
Are we live?
Oh, I didn't?
No. I gotta come around the corner and get one.
Are we live?
Oh, man. All right.
I'm coming right now, so just need.
Shout out to Ray J.
All right.
Ray J was in the. My nigga Ray J.
Yeah, nah, it's
I wish we passed free.
Ray J's a fucking. I've been saying it for the longest, man. Ray J's a legend.
I fucked with Ray J after that one. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. But yeah, man. Like I feel like this shit is all like, we fight many different battles, right? So I'm like, I asked this person about the feminist movement, right? Because it seems like there's always gender wars going on, right?
Right.
So I'm like, yo, why do you equate everything? Because when I asked this person the question, they immediately equated it to, oh yeah, well, men shouldn't do this and men shouldn't do that. Right. I'm like, yo, why you equate everything to men versus women, right? It's not, I don't think that's the point. It's not. One nigga that I know, when they get a chick pregnant, they say, yo, you want to get that abortion? That's like the first thing that come out of niggas' mouth. Niggas is pro-abortion. Every nigga I know is pro-abortion.
Most, yeah.
Every nigga I know is pro-abortion. What the fuck is you talking about? Every nigga I know is
And then
pro-abortion.
recollecting when he said it, nigga, you know what? Yeah, I did say it about 3 times.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, bro, because, you know, it's always pro-abortion. That's like our culture, bro. That's some shit that we, you know, that people do all the time. You got some chicks that have been to the clinic, like, you know, 10, 12 times. You feel what I'm saying?
I mean, but that's from your views, because other people may say it completely different. Some people may say that, like, a different set of group of people who actually is higher percentage than us.
Yeah.
But to speak on our views, got you.
So I'm like, yo, like why do you? She said, I said, what does the feminist movement mean? Because I'm having pretty weird vibes about that. Like, what does it mean? Oh, you know, it's
giving me inconsistent vibes.
Yeah, inconsistent vibes, right? It's like, oh, it's about women fighting for equal rights that the men has, this and that. Actually, let me tell you something right quick. We still fight for human rights as black people.
In general.
That's
what everybody is, yeah.
That's where it gets mixed up at, right? We still fighting for fucking human rights as black people.
I agree.
And you want to sit there and tell me about a movement that a white woman created? I said, then she said, oh, we underpaid. I said, yo, not all women are underpaid. The Asian women at the top of the totem pole. That's a fact. I said, y'all the most educated group in the fucking America, bro. You know what I'm saying? And y'all still underneath all those women. So how y'all fighting for equal rights? Because y'all not even in the same playing field. It don't make sense, bro. Y'all not even in the same playing field, man. They get paid more than y'all, bro.
Yeah.
I think it's like the white man, the Asian man, and then I think it's Asian women. Then I think it's white women. Then I think it's blacks, and then I think it's, you know, black women underneath them. Mm-hmm. Y'all not even fighting for the same shit. Hold on. They're not even fighting for the same shit, man.
It's a good brother, man.
She getting 100 grand.
Easily. A brief intermission. You feel me?
Word.
We back though.
Yep. But yeah, man, they got us fighting each other, bro. We fighting every single thing, you know, that we're not even a part of.
Right.
Black women go so hard for this. They like the only group too. Like, I don't see Asians do it. I don't see whites do it. But they go so hard. Well, I mean, certain type of whites that do it, the Karens.
Right.
But they go so hard for
those
this.
are mythical people.
Yeah.
They don't really exist.
Nah. Nah. They go so hard for these people though, man. Like, and it's disgusting, bro, for this movement. That whole movement for me, like I said before, man. I don't know if it was said before. I think I was trying to say we was in the studio with Kaimo. That whole thing is no different than, you know, welfare in the 80s for me, right? How you kind of use that movement to kind of separate, you know, the woman from the man.
Right.
And you know how to do it pretty good, bro. Like, how do you dismantle a crew? But how do you dismantle a team?
You separate them
from within, yeah.
I think we kind of mentioned it in other episodes and everything. It's just like you said, smoke and mirrors. They give you an agenda, right? So I just think that every so often they give you something else to, you know, focus on, right?
I think the abortion thing was that.
To take away from everything else, right? Mm-hmm. So we was talking about, oh yeah, Black Lives Matter, right? What happened? Blue Lives Matter happened, right? Okay, cool. Now that became a movement. But then all of a sudden they had LGBT movement happen in the middle of that, right? So now it's funny because they give you agendas, but then they take them away just as quick as they give them to you. Yeah. So I just think that, like I said, I think it's just all smoke and mirrors, man. It's all smoke, but they got to keep you off balanced.
Hello?
You call me?
By accident, I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, so it's like I think it's all smoke and mirrors, so they kind of give you this agenda. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, they give you these agendas and then they take them away. They give you an agenda, take them away, and I just feel like it's keep you off balance. Like you said, as black people, we're being lynched. It was a lynching that happened. I'm not sure what state it was, but the guy was found on like some toy monkey bars. You know what I mean? Where he was hung. But I mean, the object is, you know, like first and foremost, you know what I mean? Prayers out to his family.
You want to get that information, young man's information?
Yeah, for sure. I'll definitely look it up and everything. But you know what I mean? And this stuff is still happening, right? So I think they just take us off course and give us something else to focus on. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like I said, these people run around, they do hate crimes to black people. They say triggering things. You know what I mean? They use racial slurs and everything against us. And then, don't get me wrong, we do it ourselves. But when it's to ourselves, it's a lot different. You know what I mean? When I hear nigga, you know what I mean? I don't hear the ER at the end of it. You know what I mean? You get me? It's different when it's coming from a different race and how he's saying it, because we know it means something completely different from him versus somebody that's right next door to me. You know what I mean? Not that anyone should say it, but, you know, it is what it is.
I mean, sometimes I have mixed feelings in that word, you know what I'm saying? But I think it's no different than black people always taking something that means something negative and trying to turn it into a positive. right? Like we've took oxtails and neck bones, right, and made it to some of the most exquisite, delicacies across this fucking nation. You know what I'm saying? So, it's black people making it work again. You know what I'm saying? Like black people is God's kids, man. Like,
but I have to mention this because I was watching
Farrakhan right now.
That's a fact.
Shouts out, man.
Shout to Farrakhan.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
No, I was just watching. I was watching The Last Swan.
What is that?
So it was a speech, and many people speculated that was Farrakhan's last speech.
Oh, you're talking about the one that he did most recently? He had like all white on or something like that. He was outside. He was outside. He was in a garden.
Not that one.
Not that one. The one before that.
Yeah, it's one after that happened, like 3 months ago. It was on Founders Day.
Send that to me, man. Stop playing games.
Yeah, I got you. They send it every time on Founders Day. Like every Founders Day it happened, they usually do a speech. So.
All right, man. You got to educate me on what Founders Day and all this stuff is, man. I don't be really in touch to anything in regards to religion. You know what I mean? Like I said, because I don't subscribe. Anything like that. That doesn't mean I'm disconnected, but that's not the first thing I look for. It's
pretty much it's Fard Muhammad's birthday.
Fard. Gotcha.
Yep, just Fard.
Gotcha. That's unique.
Yeah, Fard Muhammad, birthday. Who, I just recently learned about too because we all know Elijah Muhammad. Mm-hmm. Formerly known as Elijah Poole.
Okay. Hold up. I'm about to get in his bag.
He was a student.
Let's go.
He was a student.
Carry on.
Yeah, I'm sorry, my fault. He was a student of Fard Muhammad.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And passed it down. I think he was the person that
don't Fard Muhammad got that little nice slick hair?
You'll see him, yeah.
Got you. I got you. Yeah. I'm tapped in a little something.
He left the temple that they had in Chicago. I forget the name of it before. I think it was
don't get no facts messed up, man. Please.
Yeah, I forget the name of it before.
If we don't know. We're gonna skip past that, man.
But Elijah Muhammad was the one that changed it to the Nation of Islam.
Copy.
Give it the flag, gave it something. It was pretty much for Black Americans, right? Has like I wouldn't say it's a sub religion, but it has like it's Islam in its core, right? It's Muslim,
but it operates
in its core, right? But it operates in Black ideologies.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, that was pretty much.
I think it's time for us to get a national flag, and I know we keep talking about that.
But that was supposed to be that was ours. Like, that's what it's
right, but that comes also with a religion, too.
Yeah, but that's supposed to,
you comes with a religion too, so I think that sometimes people don't subscribe to that. Like everybody isn't, like I said, now that's to each his own. You know what I mean? Whatever somebody believe in, and I know that's 5%. There's a lot of different things that go on to it. I know they was kind of hinting at towards the Marcus Garvey flag being a national flag for the African American, that is, right? Mm-hmm. Which I think is fine.
Like, a lot of people use that flag though.
Right, and
it's not like you know what I mean.
You give me a little something. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Little Marcus Garvey in there. Tapped in a little something. You know what I mean? And I just think that like we gotta actually come together as a people, man. And I think that once we come together, man, it's gonna be things, right. Exactly. The fight's always different. I just hate that we get all our agendas is always given to us, and that bothers me, bro. Like all the agendas are given to us. Like the Black Lives Matter was not created by a black person, nor was that black people. That was literally smoke and mirrors, and we carried it on for what 3 to 4 months, and then it just disappeared. No one is putting BLM inside of their freaking captions no more. Like no one's doing that anymore.
But social media though, controlling the
right, control the narrative. But think about it, not just social media, just media in general. Like media controls all this shit. Because if there's no light to it, no one does anything, right? For instance, if a nigga got a podcast and a podcast ain't getting no views at all, what happens? There's no media coverage. There's nothing. There's never anything. Most people give up. Most people just kind of move on from it. But Black Lives was gaining traction. It's just the focus switched, and it went to LGBTQ plus.
I think social media is doing exactly what
supposed to do
with the
algorithm. That's how algorithm works.
Remember the radio, right? It used to play all the hottest songs.
That's right.
Now, like, TikTok and all of these other social media things they the one that break the songs. Remember the radios used to break the songs first.
That's a fact.
Right? And they used to tell you what was hot and what's not.
Instagram breaks it.
Yeah, Instagram breaks it now. So the radio is actually the radio doesn't dictate anything. They actually just reflecting what social media says, right?
I agree.
So I think the same thing with the news, right? The news is not breaking nothing no more because the news happens like what they run like, a new what's name like every hour.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or like every few hours they run like the news, what's the name? So
even podcasts is having bigger ground breaks than what radio is.
That's what I'm saying, yeah. they don't run nothing no more. So I think everything is just social media. I feel like social media dictates everything, bro.
But I think that's why everything is changing now too. And sorry to cut you off. That's why I think everything is changing. Because if you look at social media now you can buy badges. Now you can subscribe and get people's exclusive content now. So now niggas, you got to pay for this shit now. So now remember when you was getting Country Wayne's every Sunday, he dropping a new skit and this and the third. He making niggas. I don't know if he's doing it specifically, and I knew that's a bad elaboration, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. But he's successful in the eyes of social media because he found a way to now gravitate to people and create content in a way that most people wasn't doing.
He make fun of he make fun of like the Christians, right, or something like that.
Nah. Okay. He's actually that. Like that's the thing. He's super involved. Though. The difference is if somebody was doing that and he wasn't a Christian or something like that, then I'll say, okay, cool. I think he said Jesus is popping. That's his chain. But at the same time, like the dude is like involved in that. You know what I mean? So I mean, teach his own. But
you got a chain that say what?
I think Jesus is popping or something like that. I think not to misquote me, but like I said, like I think that all runs everything. Podcasts is starting to run everything. Let's be honest, the biggest drops that we got all year, and I mean for the last 5 years, just came from podcasts.
The biggest interviews we got. Yep.
It came from podcasts. Like I mean, I haven't. Don't get me wrong. Like I study because now we are in this field of journalism, right? So I study some of the greats, and I look at Charlamagne the God as one of the greats. I even follow with like people like Jimmy Kimmel. You know what I mean? I watch these guys and see how they operate.
What about Don Imus?
Who?
Don Imus.
Who's that?
Huh?
Who's that?
He's a radio personality.
I don't know who that is.
Okay.
I probably know if you say something about him, like what was he known on?
Nappy headed hoes. I call the Rutgers basketball players nappy headed hoes.
I heard. I think that's like an iconic moment. But
some niggas call him like some niggas. They say like he's, you know what I'm saying, like he's that, like he's a legend in that space.
Like Don Cornelius or something like that.
No, Don. I
gotta check him out. But like I said, I'm still young in this. I'm still new to it. You know what I mean? And just understanding it. But like I said, I think that like you said, social media run everything because without that, like. Marketing is social media. Your social media is marketing. Yeah. Like that's just it. Like everything runs that. So yeah, I agree. So I just think that whatever the new hot topic is, that's what they're gonna run with. All the time they're gonna run with it. But at the same time, I just think that if we as people stay consistent, like our message get pushed. It's just we don't stay consistent enough.
Because we fight.
It's cool. It's fight. I'm a walk, but I still gotta go to work. So I ain't making it this one. I ain't doing this one. Ain't gonna happen.
Well, a perfect example. I mean, it's like blatant foolery, right? When we think about it, right? Black lives matter. All Black lives matter. It's the same fucking statement, right? Like it's not inclusionary at all. Like it's
not exclusionary. Like it don't exclude anything. It
doesn't exclude anything, right? Like it's stupid, right? Because you all Black lives matter. Yes, we just said that Black lives matter. Right. We just said Black lives matter. Right. You know what I'm saying? That means all Black lives matter. Like what the fuck?
Whether you from Africa, whether you from anywhere, it's everybody.
But
Black.
What they try to do is they try to separate that for the LGBTQ community, right? Where they started that. What's the name? So
that's the individuality because that's the sexuality. That's not even when we say Black lives matter. We talking about the shit you see.
But what they saying is black gays don't get the same respect that regular black people get, which is the weirdest shit. Because I've never known of a black person to get respect.
I'm about to say.
It's weird.
When have we been respected? So I mean, it's kind of it get kind of weird. So it's like you said, it's you fighting different fights.
Yeah. So we got them fighting, right? They fighting against black people too.
Yeah, because
you notice not. So then you got the women fighting against the men.
And now you got the black gays, the black gay men fighting with the black woman now.
That's what I'm saying.
Your man, I'm not going to mention his name on here. Your man, Saucy Santana came out and said like he came out and said like, look, black gay men got to show black women how to be women. Like, wait, what? Huh? Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, that's wild. Like the thought process there is like.
What do you mean by that though? Like, what are you trying to say? What are you trying to elaborate?
I didn't elaborate. I didn't go into review the details, but I did hear a young lady talk about it, and she just was like, "Look, I'm sorry, but heels, nails, eyelashes don't make me a woman." Yeah, like all that shit is extra.
But what makes you a woman though?
All that shit is extra. She said the ability to procreate. You know what I mean? Like she was throwing out some valid points.
We got a lot of girls having babies though.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
I wouldn't say the women.
But of course, but I think it was more to it. It was more to
From a
it.
scientific point, she's right.
Right.
You know, because a nigga can go out and make a baby, that'll make him a man.
True.
You feel what I'm saying? A nigga that take care of responsibilities. The person that takes care of responsibilities is a man. You get me? So I get
a man who takes responsibilities. A guy who takes care of responsibilities is a man. Because I'm about to say that's the case. A woman can be a man too.
Absolutely.
Okay. Chill out.
Nah, absolutely. Listen, man. Listen, bro. Whatever you identify as.
Yeah, whatever floats your boat, man. He, her, she, him,
bro.
whatever it may be, man. Like I said, I'm personally. Look, I'm pro-life.
They got straps out here bigger than me. I can't do nothing. But listen, bro. I'm not dating after no dyke. I'm not going in after no dyke. You got niggas running. You got niggas running trains with dykes.
That's wild.
And I don't know if that's an offensive term or not. I'm not trying to say that or bulldogger. I think that's a better word. I'm not trying to be offensive or nothing like that.
Sounds wrong.
What do they call them? What they say EGs? What do they used to call them?
AGs.
AGs, yeah.
I think.
I know dudes running trains with AGs, right? 'Cause that's the homie, right? Ain't no way in hell I'm running no train with young Ma, younger man. Strap on about 16 inches coming. I'm looking like a toddler coming after that, bro. You feel me? Come on, man. Ain't no way, bro. That's what I'm saying. You can't compete. They can be men too. You feel me? I'm out here, bro. Equal.
Oh, man, that's wild.
I'm the real equality, man. I'm out here, man. I'm saying I'm out here for everybody, man.
It's like I said, for me, like I'm pro everybody. You know, I agree. So it's just like now they just pushing other agendas versus the actual main agenda, which is them viewing us as humans and being able to be accepted and in the world. Like I said, as a man, but just a black man, we have to be 10 times the person to be accepted anywhere. Like when I walk into a room and I had dreads, you know, I cut my dreads at the top of the year, but I felt like I had to be 10 times the person when I walked in the room because automatically they think I'm a gangster. Automatically think he's just you know what I mean? He's automatically he about to shoot this bitch up. Absolutely. Automatically, you know what I mean? So 100%. I gotta now I gotta talk the most the propers. I gotta have the most manners for them to be like. And then the odd thing is, I
still coming in with what is it, colloquialism, right? That's what they call it. Mm-hmm. Hey, listen, man.
And it's kind of crazy. I guess you got to be 10 times the man as a black man to even fit into any part of America. You know what I mean? It's kind of crazy.
You know, I used to look down on Ebonics, right? I used to look down on that, right? That's nothing but slave talk.
Yeah, it's codes.
You know what I'm saying? That's insane, bro. Like you can really, like somebody said something to me the other day. I said, bro, I have no fucking idea because I'm not tapped in no more, right? I said, bro, I have no idea what you're talking about.
The disconnection, man. We've been disconnected from so much, bro. So much.
He said something like this new thing busting now. I'm still kind of learning. I think I mentioned last podcast. I'm kind of learning what it means, but it's like many different uses for it, right? They can say it for anything. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
That club was busting last night. It's like a...
Shit was hot. Shit can be fire. Yeah. Shit can be amazing, good. Yeah, like it can be many different things. You know what I mean? And like I said, I think that's why when we speak in slang, like that's why I don't know what that means. Can you specify that? Yeah. Like
that's even what's name though. Like, I can tell. Like I mean, like I said, like you can put a hit in front of somebody. You know, you could be sitting in front of. You know, we could be in school. Let's say we're in college. Some people, I mean, it's kind of hard now because social media, but you should be able to. But
I think it's still, for instance, like okay, like part of my professional my professional profession is to talk to people, right? And I still think like the vast majority of people don't know what these things are. So if I'm talking to somebody, and obviously we do audio recording, right? So I gotta have them specify what they mean. So if we're talking about something, and she like, yeah, nah, man, that's how we do in the hood. Like, what do you mean by hood? You gotta specify that because some people may not, you know what I mean, just connect to that immediately. That might mean something completely. You get my hood, they may think about a car initially. What? What the fuck they talking about a car for? You know what I mean?
But social media users, like they
true,
in tune.
True and false. Because I think that everybody ain't in tune though. They hear stuff and they just go. For instance, TikToks. All these guys do, all they do is recite whatever is being said. They don't even know what half the shit means.
Well, I mean,
because I don't even know what half the shit means. I mean, and we are more intact than what they are.
I disagree. Because we don't listen to the same music, bro. We can't be until we can't.
True, but just listen to the same music on anything, bro. How many times?
It's the hood stuff that
nah, stop it, bro. Because we listened to R. Kelly all our life. When he was fucking, he was talking about children that whole time.
But he was different though. He was
Nah, ain't no different. He was saying age ain't nothing but a number. Nah, ain't nothing but a thing. Granted, that was a Leah song, but that was his fucking writing.
Yeah, but it's different though, bro.
Nah, he was talking about. He was talking about fucking on young things for a while. He was going on stage talking about, if you're 18, you can go back to America with me. Like, nah, this shit was happening in front of us. And it's like, niggas was just like, oh, word, keep it moving. Because there's a difference between being there and being there.
No, I think it's, well, shouts out to Mav, yo. And I hate to put Mav out to R. Kelly. Mav Hoffa? Nah, Maverick Joes.
I don't know who that is. And he says, wow.
Nah, some
YouTube. And he said Mav. Only Mav I know is Mav Hoffa. Right?
Nah. MAV Mav.
Okay.
Yeah, like shouts out to him. He's like a YouTube I follow, right? He from what's his name, bro? He from Minnesota.
First of the fact that you're breaking it down already, I already know he sound like he tapped in.
He tapped in.
That's the difference. It's different.
That's what I'm saying, but he on social media, so
that's
he
like
doing busting. I found out busting from him.
Right, but at the same time, like I said,
busting. I said, yo, what the fuck?
There's certain people that are tapped in, and there's certain people you got bystanders that know that can say busting.
But he ain't busting guns enough like that. He camped out.
But what I'm saying
videos,
is,
bro.
I'm saying like to understand it, right? So we recite shit and don't know what the shit means. We recite shit and then after a while you be like, wait, that's what that meant? Like that's wild. Real G's moving sounds like lasagna. When you was a kid and you was young, you didn't pay attention to that. You got older. You like, wait, what? You talking about now the nigga talking about pronunciation.
Nah, but you talking about decoding things, right? Like people
because that's all it is. Nah, but the slang is decoding.
So you saying real G's moving sounds like lasagna, right? So you kind of think about the human language. You're like, yo, I didn't know G was in lasagna, right?
Right.
I'm talking about ops. Like just the word, somebody can be using the word op around it. Like, yo, you're an op, you laughing. Like,
right, but that's also, but that's abbreviation for something, right?
That's what I'm saying.
So, but my object is like, okay.
You laugh like, yeah, I am an op. Boom.
Right, but.
Blow your whole shit off.
Right. So the difference is, okay, cool. For instance.
Real Jesus sounds like design. That's a great lyric.
If I tell you, yeah, these ops crazy, right? And I say it all the time, I just keep saying it. But you never ask me what it's for, right? For instance, like if a kid around you say something all the time, what is the kid gonna do?
Repeat it.
He gonna repeat it. So what happens is he don't know to understand of. He just say it. For instance, I remember my mother back in the day. She used to say, "Look, I ain't beat." Fact. She said all the time, and I swear to God, you can ask my sister. I said, "Mom, what do that mean? Do that mean like beat my meat or something? Like I don't understand what that mean. You know what I mean?
You was always raunchy,
right? Always it's completely outlandish, right? So I think the object is like you can say things and not know what they mean. Some people are tapped in where they know what's up. Because they actually do the research. But everybody ain't doing the research. TikTok, they ain't doing the research. TikTok is about who can do the same shit that you did better. You click on a song, it's 100,000 posts.
You talking about a dance, I'm talking about like a language though.
It's right, but they utilizing the language. Right? They got all these things on TikTok that recite language. They recite them. They'll say whatever the fuck they want to say and then they'll recite it. Not all these niggas know what that mean. It just looks cool. It's like buying a pair of shades. Them shits look cool. I'm gonna say this because it seems cool. They biting off the culture, bro. That's just how it is, bro. That shit weird.
It's kind of like
weird. Cut on Hood on 55th Street.
Yeah, people don't. What's that? I guess no. Like I used to look down on that. Like, yo, why are you speaking like that? But like, you understand exactly what they saying, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't got no dreads, but I'm planning on growing, sub. But nah, that's how they slaves used to communicate too.
Yeah,
like that's kind of crazy because they used to communicate that big, and that's how the master wasn't able to know what was going on or what they was planning. And on top of that, they used to what's the name too? They used to like braid your hair a certain way to map out like the ways to go. Like they'll have braids of somebody's hair where that's a map to freedom and shit like that. Like they did a whole bunch of shit to communicate, and I think we lost touch of that. And I think that's purposeful. Like that was on purpose.
I don't think we lost touch of that. I think it's everybody just want to showcase many different things, bro.
I still think that like how you able to control the people as much as you do? Once you segregated them, you installed Jim Crow and everything, but we still have residual effects of all this shit, bro. The black home is still broken. They still
like even with that
the control, the control that they have on us is crazy, bro.
Oh no, of course, because
the control they have.
You control by the meat, bro. Everybody's in their phone, bro. It's something that you like. Social media, we all controlled by that, bro. You should tell where a person came from by the way they dress
and talk.
Yeah. You can't
Soldier
tell
Boy's from
nothing.
Minnesota. Why the
It's a-
fuck you talking like he from Atlanta?
You know what I'm saying? It's a mixture, bro. You can't tell when you can't tell when nigga nobody's from no more.
Where the
You
fuck
can't-
is Soldier Boy from?
Who's Soldier Boy?
Yeah, and he
I
from
have
Atlanta?
no idea, but I thought that nigga was from Texas. I don't know where that nigga from, bro. I don't think he got a hood. You say from Fruitstown or something.
Nah, he ain't from there. Them niggas do not own that niggas. He from Fruittown, Peru?
Yeah.
Goodness gracious. Hey, Whack gotta check him. But yeah, man, I just think that, like, look, man, Dane
Whack,
is
I heard
different,
somebody
man.
put Whack down too, though.
Ain't nobody
Yeah,
put Whack
I heard
down.
Whack- I heard somebody
That's why
put
Whack
Whack-
quiet right now. I ain't heard from Whack in like 2
I heard
months.
they said get down and he put him down at the game show. That's what I heard.
That nigga so.
But can we get a round of applause for Kanye, bro? You still
That's
got
a
the clap
fact,
up
man.
there,
Come
bro?
on, man. That's a fact. What happened? What happened, Kanye, man? Speak on that, brother.
I just feel like that brother needs some love, bro. You know what I'm saying? That man said he wanted to be considered legally dead. You know what I'm saying? He didn't want people to contact him.
Didn't he change his name? Was
It's-
this actually real?
it's Ye now, I
right
think
now.
it's Ye.
Gotcha.
But I think he said he didn't want people to, he just wanted to get out of the public for about a year. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so he said he wanted to be like legally dead, bro, like for, considered legally dead for like a year. Mm-hmm. But Diddy wanted him to do, Diddy just got the Lifetime Achievement Award from BET.
Shout out to Diddy.
Shout out to Diddy. He wanted Kanye to be one of the presenters.
Right.
So Kanye came up there and presented some stuff, right? He explained that. And behind all this, this Balenciaga shit, right? This mask and everything like that, you can tell like he was smiling, like he was happy. You know what I'm saying? The reception that he got and stuff like that. Then he showed up to the game show. Game said he said, he wasn't supposed to perform or nothing like that. Mm-hmm. He just wanted to say he was gonna come just to watch the show.
Right.
And he ended up like, wanting to perform. You know what I'm saying? So I just want that brother to know he's loved, man. Like Kanye, you love, bro. Like we adore you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need that brother here, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like we need that brother here. And I wish people, people come to that man's aid, bro. He's an important figure, bro, in the black community, bro. And this community in general, the world in general, but he's a huge figure, bro. And we need that man. We don't give that man enough credit, man. We don't give that man enough credit at all, bro. Yeah, so shouts out to Kanye, man. I seen a picture on Instagram. He was on the side of the road, just sitting there with all this black shit on, just looking super sad. I'm like,
I don't think so. I think that's perception, like that he's sad. Like,
no,
I think that, like, I'm gonna tell you why. So somebody said,
even this new song with Cardi B, bro, you can hear it. You can't fake that, bro.
I don't know. I forgot who it was.
That,
I don't know. I forgot who it was. And they said, like, the freedom that Kanye has now is crazy. He said, it's just like, Kanye is just like, yo, let's do it. Like, he said, like, he contacted, I don't remember who it was. I just really don't. I can't pinpoint who it was. But they was like, yeah, I think we should have, like, a big dinner with everybody. You invite everybody. Niggas like, yeah, let's do it Saturday. I said, wait, what? Nigga, it's Thursday. What are you, it's Saturday? Yeah, let's do it. Let's handle it right now. So the nigga the type that'd be like, yo, cool. Oh, Nori said Kanye was like, oh yeah, I want to fly out here. All right, let's do it now. What's up? Let's just go. I think that level of freedom that he got right now is just crazy.
See, the level of financial. See, we talk about freedom versus financially free. You know what I'm saying? Financially free, yeah, he got that tenfold. You feel what I'm saying? But I remember a quote he said. He said he walked past a homeless person and he questioned who was more free.
I agree.
So freedom from financial part, I agree with. But as far as like being free, like mentally, I don't think so. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, he going through his troubles. He going through troubles for sure.
Bro. You know
I'm not gonna ever negate that. You know what I mean?
I just don't want people to think that they're not loved, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what we need. We need more love, bro. Especially for our black heroes. And he's
fuck all that. I need to play back all the clips of you wilding on your boy.
You know what it is?
Your boy cooning out.
Nah, you know what it is? I was hurt. And I couldn't understand. You know what I'm saying?
I was the one over here backing him. I was one over here telling him, like, nah, man, my man working. He got something up his sleeve. He doing something, bro.
Well, you think about it, right? My whole life is based off of this man, bro. I'm talking about.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
we need to post pictures when we went to prom. Nigga had the motherfucking bow tie and everything. He had the glasses with. Nigga brought some Ray-Bans, popped out the motherfucking frames. Like, what is son doing? I mean, popped out the lens. Excuse me. Mm-hmm. Like, what is this man doing? He was the first nigga with a bow tie and he wasn't Muslim. Like, it's just crazy, bro. Like, super pink tie. That nigga had a pink shirt on with a what's the name? Not sorry, so it was a mauve shirt. You get me? With a fucking tan suit, bro. I don't know if it was a tan suit, but
it was great. It was great. I tried to do. Remember the Storytellers?
Yeah.
Kanye West Storytellers. I tried to do the same look he did.
Same thing. Yeah, man. But nah, he's loved, man. I just think that, like, I don't know. I just think when you're in a bad place, mentally as he has been, medicated and all that. And I just think that, like, I think in the industry wise, like, he's more respected than people project. Niggas just shut up.
I don't know.
Niggas just shut up.
You know, when there's money that big and niggas start talking outlandish like that, bro, niggas don't want to step by you, bro. That's a fact. Niggas don't want to be by you because they think about, oh,
that's what I'm saying. Niggas just quiet. Niggas just like, I'm good. I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm not gonna mention anything. I'm gonna just stay to the side. And sometimes the silence is the shit that hurt the worst.
Even with supporting, even like I know the same shit that happened with, you know, and I can kind of understand too. Like, Big Sean, I made you famous, bro. And I hate to get back on the old topic. I'm just gonna say this and move on from it. But say I made you, bro. I'm the one that changed. I changed your fucking life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And bro, when it comes to standing by me, bro, you know, just standing up for me or just standing by me, my nigga, you couldn't do that because you know. You afraid with the public on, you know, whatever the case may be, bro. It's like, all right, cool, you know.
Yeah, shit get a little hazy. Shit get a little hazy. You know what I mean? But nah, for sure. Like, that's why I see, like, he stand in front of anything. If somebody he believe in, he shows that he believe in them. So it was dope for him to even come out and speak on Diddy's behalf, man. So shout out to Diddy and all his accomplishments. You know what I mean? So that's dope. That's dope for even. And it's funny because, like, he showed that black boy joy on a motherfucking stage. Like, and that was super dope for me. Like, that was super, like, yo, you don't get to see that, right? Like, most people you see when they old, they don't got any gray hair, they can't really, you know what I mean? This man is on stage like, yeah. You know what I mean? Like, remember that call that they got on Instagram where he hung up a business. I think he may have signed got a contract or something like that. He hung up the phone. He was like, ooh, I'm a monster. You know what I mean? He still had that same hunger in his eye, and I seen that same fire.
He smashed on one of the top chicks in the game. I told y'all, come on, bro. Women, bro. Women, bro. You sitting there beating on one of the city girls. You know what I'm saying?
Fix that.
Bro.
Hey, wait, having sex.
Having sex.
I don't know what that means, brother.
It's close.
I don't know. That's what we know.
Yeah, it's close.
That's what we know. We can't forget. This go out to millions of people.
That's what I'm saying.
They might be like, oh, wait a minute.
That's what I'm saying. Colloquialism, bro. You know what I'm saying? We beating on, you know, smashing on, fucking on. You know what I'm saying? That's what you're doing.
That's a bet. You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? So he, you know,
getting the whoop,
bro.
The
you
whoop.
holding up a sign, supporting that man. That's what I like to see. That's real black
love.
love.
Cheerleading. That's how you supposed to be. Supposed to be.
Come on, bro.
Supposed to be, man.
100%.
Black love is the best love, man.
Go above and beyond.
That's a fact, man. But nah, man, shout out to all the black love that's going on around here. But I'm gonna go back to this.
We need more. I ain't satisfied. We need more. Do more for that man.
I'm sorry,
Do more
man.
for that woman, bro.
Your black queen Kim Kardashian, man. How you feel about her right now? They should just seem forced, man. I'm gonna be honest.
I haven't heard or seen too much about that shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really.
You ain't really tapped in on that colloquialism.
No, I ain't really tapped in on that. Colloquialism. Yeah, I ain't really tapped in no more, bro. Because you know, I mean, I think the jig is up, bro. I mean, we see what's going on.
But it's crazy because everything is still tapered to Kanye. Like, everything is tapered still to Kanye. And first of all, shout out to North for telling these pops to chill out, bro.
Shout out to who?
North. She ain't playing with the motherfucking paparazzi, bro.
Yeah.
She ain't playing. Literally, she had a motherfucking fashion show with a sign that says "stop." Because, and it's funny because it wasn't even the paparazzi, just random people. Like, they just want to put the camera, bro. Stop. Why the fuck are you filming me? Look at the show, bro. What? Watch the show, bro.
She might not be on the next, Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
Nah, she about to be 100% Kanye out this bitch in a second.
Yeah.
In a second. What's to get rid of?
Tainted nigga, baby. You know what I'm saying? That was tainted. Gotta get rid of her. You know what I'm saying?
Too much like him.
Too much like him. You know what I'm saying? Tainted. Too much personality. That's what they say about you too, right? When a black person speak up about themselves, too much personality.
Overindulgement of just blackness.
How's it too much personality, bro? I never heard of it.
This shit is amazing. I feel like, man, it's like I hate when they say when a woman speaks up, it's like it's like the crazy black woman.
Yeah.
Like that's crazy. But I don't like for people to use that as a trigger though.
What?
You know what I mean? Like, people utilize that shit like loosely. Like when a black woman comes out, she the crazy one. And like the wrong situation is like, huh?
Some of y'all motherfuckers do be acting out.
Some of y'all do be tripping. I ain't gonna lie. That shit be real be wild.
If we gonna keep it above, we gotta keep it above.
Don't get me wrong. Some niggas be tripping too, but at the same time, like sometimes y'all be real outlandish from shit that super emotional about nothing. Like nothing. About nothing. Shout out to the women, man. That's no down put. Men do be tripping too.
Of course.
So I mean, we got music out, man. We got a lot of music out right now. What you listening to lately, man?
What I've been listening to lately, I ain't gonna hold you. I've been listening to that West Side Boogie lately.
Who West Side Boogie?
West Side Boogie is a dude from he's a dude from obviously from the West Coast,
Okay.
California. He signed to LVRN, I believe that's the name of it.
Yeah,
that's the same label Summer Walker is signed to, same label Black is signed to. He signed to that label. Mm-hmm. He's a pretty dope MC. Okay. He created a fucking masterpiece with that album. I believe it's called Not All Black Superheroes Wear Capes or something like that.
Okay. What you streaming it on right now?
Oh, it's the same thing. They use title, of course.
For sure.
One thing.
I mean, I've been
more black. What do you say? More Black Superheroes. That's the name of it. More Black Superheroes.
Yeah. Fire.
And you got to see the cover. I mean, if Ross should put the album cover up. It looks amazing.
I might, depending on how I feel and shank. Oh, that's fire. That's fire.
Yeah.
That's fire.
He got the song up there. It's called Nonchalant. That's one of my favorite songs up there. You know what I'm saying? But I've been listening to that. I've been listening to Kendrick too. I've been going back and forth with. So far those three are my album of the year so far, bro. Because those albums are like, those are some crazy albums that I like the content that they're talking. That more Black Superheroes is pretty. It's pretty close to like some Kendrick shit.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? But you can tell it wasn't forced, and you can tell he didn't do it, because of Kendrick. Because like the album, you can tell he put a lot of work and thought into it. But it's in the same vein of what Kendrick album is about. Like what that black man, the mental health of the black man, and all that stuff like that, bro. It's super.
Everybody fucking stupid.
Yeah, and that's how niggas sound too, bro. In the pizza, you know what I'm saying? It's like that. Pusha T still, man.
Yeah, shit's still hitting. Shit's still hitting. It's funny. I still replay that album too. I do want to hear that Donda 2 though. I do want to hear. I don't think we'll ever be able to hear that shit, but I mean, a lot of music been coming out lately. I've been listening to right now. I have to be. To my man Brent. My man Brent Fayez. You know what I mean? I've been somewhat waiting for this album to drop. I've been waiting for this album to drop for a minute, and only thing that I wouldn't say I disliked, but I like it. I'm still playing it back. I'm not gonna give it a rating or anything like that, but I'm still playing it. I like his older music. I just felt like I was so much like you felt the emotion in it. This one right here, it feels good. Is a few tracks that I like, but I'm definitely listening to it. I'm definitely, just tapped into that album right now to get everything I can get out of it. You know what I mean? It's just what I didn't like. I probably skipped past that. Is the fact that a lot of the songs I already knew. Like it was like 3 or 4 songs that was already dropped already that we kind of just put back on there.
And that ferocious. I mean that
Neptune shit.
The Neptune shit had already released.
Yeah, it had already released. It had already released. That shit released like almost like 6 months ago or something like that. So that was the only thing. Like I wish I would have got like more newer music. Something I could have did without on the album is probably the skits. Some of the skits was a little like cringing. So I didn't like some of the skits. But other than that, I think the music is there. I think the content is there. I overall like it. But I want to give it some more play though for sure. I'm gonna give it some more play. And of course, like. And of course we always get new music. You know what I mean? We always get an opportunity to hear some new things and some unreleased things. So Kaimo dropped, sent us something that I was able to listen to, and I really fucks with heavy.
Oh, what's they hit us up to on Instagram?
That's a fact, Zig.
Numbers,
Zig. For sure. Zig got some new shit coming out, and actually it's funny because Kaimo and him performed at the same venue. Oof. Didn't even know that. I happened to see Zig's a story. And he was at the same location as him. That would have been a good situation. I'd love to go there. I think that was out in Connecticut. So shout out to them boys, and they went out there and they performed in Connecticut. I know Kaimo got a show coming up on the 22nd that he gonna be at. I'm thinking about heading down to PA. I think Stroudsburg. I think he gonna be at. So I might head down there, see what's up, pop in, and see what's happening. You know what I mean? Right. So you probably can catch the Hdsncrw podcast down there for sure.
I'm in all black too, ready for whatever to pop
all
up.
Black with a green hat on, all highlighted caps. Anytime I'm in a club, you already know you want to spot me out a mile away. You feel me? But yeah, man, and also, man, I know I talked to you about this offline, but I'm gonna put this in fruition. I want to put this out in the world, and I want to do something with the mayors of our city. I want to maybe talk to Mayor Rob Baraka, come together like maybe Dolo, maybe WAM, get a few people, innovative people that's in the community. By care, and do something for fathers, and what I want to do is maybe a bike ride or something like that where we can put together before the summer's out, where we can get everybody in and we do something, because I believe that like we have a lot of active fathers, out here, and I don't think we get enough light. So I want to do something for us.
What you gonna see when deadbeat niggas start strolling up on their bikes?
Huh? Well, hopefully the object is how do you inspire people to be present, right? Like, and I think it's through being able to reward the ones that are there. You get me? Yeah, I think. Like I said, obviously it's gonna be hard.
What you gonna do with some deadbeat niggas stroll up on their dinos?
On their dinos, I ain't had a dino in a minute.
You know what you gonna do?
Hey man, they be part of it. At the end of the day, all it's doing is bringing light to the fathers that are out there. Now, granted, if we post that picture and the nigga baby mama hit us up and be like, that nigga ain't been to see Shakur in about 7 months, then that's gonna be on him, not on us.
You know these baby names ain't Shakur no more.
What is it now?
Wolf and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? To be honest with you, bro.
Skittles and shit.
Mary and niggas naming any clothes. Yo, what was this nigga name? What was one of these babies' names, bro? I said, oh nah.
Ice. Nah. That's your boy Guwap.
Somebody named their baby Gunner or some shit like that. I said, bro, y'all gotta stop
this shit. At this point, it's getting out of hand. Bro, it's getting out of hand.
You setting him up for a big criminal.
That
nigga's no
worse than a criminal,
bro.
Worse than a criminal,
Black man with dreads named Gunner. Come on, bro. You gotta stop it, bro.
Times are changing, man. But yeah, I want to do something like that, man. I want to do something for us, man. And I just think that as being active is like a big thing, man. I'm sorry, man. Like there's something that like I take pride in. I take pride in being a father. I take pride in being a dad. You know what I mean? Like that shit is awesome. I think it's like the thing that motivates me the most. You know what I mean? In this world, I have my son. And I think it should change the whole perspective of how I operate. Like all I want to do is make sure I get back home to him the best way I can and provide him with the life that I never did. Like I hate when like people always say, like, especially when it comes to fathers, like, oh man, I ain't have a father, so I don't know how to raise him. I don't know how to do this. But my kids is if you knew what you did not like, you knew what you wanted, so you do the things that you did not have, you give that to your son. Mm-hmm. It's not always about how much money you spend and the Jordans and all that, how fly he is. It's about that time, bro. It's about that time, because my son was diagnosed with autism. You get me, and now my son is talking. You get me, he's reading. Like, you get me, and that's something that they said he would struggle with. Now, granted, it ain't we not in the clear, and it's probably the first time I ever said this shit on the podcast. You get me, but at the same time, I'm starting to see the effects of when you're actually present and you're active, dude. Because maybe if I wasn't active, he wouldn't be talking, or he wouldn't be attempting to talk. You get me?
But your shit, man.
You get me. So it's like, nah, fuck that. Like, I'm tired of being humble. Like, let's just show out, because at the same time, like, that's what we doing behind closed door anyway. So let's show out. Let's show appreciation for each other as fathers, and to all the fathers that are active in lives, because a lot of us are. So shout out to the fucking fathers, man. Straight like that. Right. So let me stop playing. That nigga Gilly gonna sue me now just for saying some shit like that. I apologize, Gilly. No, but I'm not Lil Wayne, bro. I apologize. Notice, he never spoke on that shit either.
What about what? About it.
When the nigga said that, like, Wayne, like, you jetted off after they shook hands and shit when they was at Jackson State. And then they post a video when Lil Wayne just tapped saying he the one that jetted the fuck out, and Lil Wayne was still standing where he was standing at. Yeah. He never mentioned that. I literally went to his podcast waiting for him to mention that shit. Never. I
think it's weird though how, like, I think a lot of these people, credibility just goes out of. I mean, for me, like a long time ago, like I stopped listening to them niggas because the credibility is just a little bit off. You know what I'm saying? You can't be preaching, $1 million worth of game and shit like that to these young kids and telling these niggas to stay out of the streets and this and that, when you still carrying on some old school ass beef that you had with a nigga, over 30 years.
That nigga Wayne don't even know who you is no more. That nigga smoked his brains loose at this point.
Nigga Wayne thought he was a fan.
He shook his head. He looked at him like.
He shook his head, right? Like, you want a picture or not? You good?
You good? I know that.
You know what I'm saying? That's what we thought. Like, he want a picture. Like, cool. He don't know the fuck you is, Gilly. Come on, bro. Yo. Nigga, this shit happened 30 years ago, bro. Like, y'all niggas, like, these young kids see that, right? So now they think it's okay to put niggas on blast and do all this shit and say, it's just weird, bro. Just it's a cycle. When people choose these roles, bro, as like like they authoritative figure, something like that, in the hip hop community or just black community, something like that. It's kind of weird, bro, because you got to be following a certain guideline. Like that comes with responsibility. You get what I'm saying? That comes with responsibility. You can't be, talking that shit and telling these young kids not to do that. And then on the second hand, you back here, doing shit behind closed doors. Like it's kind of weird, bro. To me,
I agree.
Other niggas, other people might disagree with whatever the case may be, but you can't be what's in it, bro. That'll make you a real nigga.
Niggas two-step, niggas half-stepping, niggas in the door and out the door at the same time. Like if you're gonna be about it all the way.
Bro, if you arguing with a real nigga, bro, if you arguing with a nigga, bro, that'll make you no real nigga, bro. Or if you just trying to put a nigga in their place, that'll make you no real nigga. I've been listening to, bro, a lot, bro. I'm not gonna, I wouldn't say listen to a lot. I had to watch his interview. That nigga Charleston White, bro.
That nigga crazy.
That nigga
is crazy.
He's radical with the views. Remind me of people about to go crazy. He remind me of Candace Owens a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if you remember who Candace Owens was.
Nigga, I know who Candace Owens is.
Yeah, so he reminds me of Candace Owens a lot with his little thing, right? Like with the shit that he do. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna speak on one of the shit you talked about because it was disgusting. As far as killings and things like that.
Yeah.
People doing God's work.
Yeah.
Killing off demons. It was just weird.
Niggas.
Because he's talking about one particular person. He was talking about one particular person. And he said, person killing him did God's work. You know what I'm saying? That's super weird. You know what I'm saying? But he spoke about
on that.
Yeah, he said he said one of the wildest things I ever heard. I think the best thing that happens to the black community and the black culture was that penitentiary. Bro, that nigga said niggas come home from jail, they grounded. He said they drive buses, they take their kids out to go eat. You know what I'm saying? They do mad different things, bro. I'm like, yo, this nigga right.
I wouldn't even say that.
That nigga's like penitentiary.
I feel like that shit. Honestly, if you want to ask me, like, what is the worst thing, the worst thing that ever happened to like the black community? Yeah. I think it's integration. I think that once we became reliable on, another source of people to be successful. Because if you think about it, you go back to all
integration.
Integration. Yeah, I think integration really fucked up a lot. Cause think about it. Like when we was thriving in our own communities, I just feel like real talk. I just feel like, think about that, bro. Look how much power, okay. All the black dynasties was what? Predominantly black, correct?
On stolen land.
Black?
On stolen land.
So what happened to...
On land we don't own.
Okay, but we was some of us was brought here. Now, not all of us was brought here, correct? Some of us was brought here. So we found success, right? In Tulsa. We found success, right? We found success in New York. That's where the what's the name part came from, correct? So we found success, right? So and we wasn't integrated at all. We were separated. We segregated. We didn't need the black dollar was the black dollar.
It's
right?
It's another town too.
I think it's multiple. It ain't just three.
It's in Georgia.
It's a lot of towns, right?
This lake and shit where a lot of locals don't go to this lake because it was known. It's weird, but that was another.
That's what I mean. So it's like we was thriving communities. We was thriving communities. Now there was other reasons why we needed to integrate. You know what I mean? To be accepted in other forms because the government wasn't providing certain things for those communities.
Be involved in trade.
True. So I just think that that's one of the worst things. I mean, was it necessary? Of course, but I'm just saying it's one of the worst things that ever happened, right? I think that, that's in my opinion. Yeah, that's in my opinion. I'm not gonna say, that is best 100. That's my opinion. So I think that's one of the worst things that ever happened to us because integration.
I disagree.
Because that allowed them to have control over a lot of situations. They didn't have a control over a lot of situations they didn't have no say so inside of the black community. They was thriving, dude.
I got a perfect analogy for that, right?
Okay.
That's like we found a vacant lot. Right? We found a vacant lot, right? We built a nice ass house in a vacant lot. Mm-hmm. You get me? Sooner or later, some of the state officials or whoever the case may be that owns that land comes through and like, yo, the fuck? Now knock that shit down. They don't own this shit and you knock it down, right? I consider that similar to, how it was. You build dynasties on land that's not ours, bro.
Okay, but at the same time, right? So, for instance, if you build a house, right?
Yes.
So you build the house, right? Somebody moving your shit, right? They trashing your shit. Fucking your shit
up. All right, so look, do we let them move in? Are they tenants or are they, just people that shouldn't be there? They just happen to just...
Nah, nigga, okay, because you remember, they freed us. There was land that was just land. You got to remember when shit wasn't always everything was peacey peace.
I'm talking about
The government didn't rule everything. The origin of it. The land itself ain't.
And how it's governed. You know what I'm saying?
How it's governed is a different thing than land, because once again, how the fuck can you put a price tag on something that you don't own? It's not tangible, motherfucker. You can't pick this bitch up and move it down the street.
But that's what they do, though. They put price tags on things. I mean, come on.
I would say we can really get into it. But like I said, the object is, oh cool, you don't want us, so we gonna go across the street and just be by ourselves. We don't.
Thing is, we don't want y'all free. We wanted y'all niggas as
that's
slaves.
What I'm saying. We want y'all right. So what happens is, so look, peep. All right, y'all move over there.
For a certain purpose.
Right. Y'all niggas out here thriving. I'm gonna need that back.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need that back. You get me? Now I guarantee you, if they gave you, for instance, the ghetto, right? The ghettos that they gave you on their land, they gave them little shitty ass bunkers and everything like that. Niggas can live there forever. They let you live there forever. But they could go and thrive over there. Nah, I'm gonna need that back now. I'm gonna need that back. Guarantee you, if niggas walked over there and they was living in tents, they wouldn't touch shit over there. That should have been perfectly fine.
Yeah, because the system was working.
Exactly. So what happens is you bomb all this shit and you say, hey, well, guess what? We're gonna take the jobs from y'all. Okay, cool. So now you got to learn to integrate now, because you don't have shit. Yeah. You don't have the jobs. You got to go over here and get the factories. They started the red line and all this and create all these avenues where black people couldn't thrive anymore. So now we had to integrate with people. I mean, we had to do the integration movement, because if not, we was going to starve.
So with some people,
it's one of the worst shit that they forced us to integrate, bro. They forced us. We didn't do that shit. Well, yeah, hey, I need. We was over here. We just didn't have the opportunities no more. They start taking everything the fuck away from us.
But see, I hate to cut with it. When I look at Young Thug, right?
Thugger, that's my brother.
When I look at him, and I
he's not really my brother.
I hate to use
I just say he's an artist. Don't come and pick me up. I'm sorry.
He's definitely doing it. You know what I'm saying?
They picking us up. I'm gonna
sure. For sure. You listen to him? Oh yeah, you gotta get in the truck. You know,
that's a fact. Yeah, get in here. That wagon pull up. I'm good.
But when I look at him, bro, and a few other, black dudes out here, when I look at him, bro, I look at a master of economics.
Mm-hmm. Right? Wait, pause, brother. Sorry. Look, I'm sorry to cut you off. That's not what the fuck I see when I see Thug. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna tell you why. Let me tell you why. Right? A master of economics, right?
I like where you're going. That's because you know a little bit more about Thug.
Yeah,
you don't see a passive economic when you look at that man. I'm sorry.
A massive economics?
I said a pastor. God damn. I don't see a massive economics when I look at Thug. If I tap into things that he's maybe tapped into and the things that he's doing, yeah, cool. But that's not the first I'm looking at. If I'm talking about somebody that look like somebody who's tapped in a little bit differently, I'm gonna talk about somebody like a Kendrick Lamar. You know what I mean? Like if you look at him, you don't see a certain image. You get me?
I don't know what.
Even to Jay, like so you get me the way I'm talking about looks. I'm not just talking about just looks based on looks.
Well, all of these niggas are massive economics,
right? Because everybody came out their community and everybody doing something individually.
Niggas
but
came out from squalor,
right? I agree.
Young Thug, nigga said ain't nothing down there where Young Thug was from, bro.
Nothing.
Not healthcare. You can't. Nothing is down there. You know what I'm
Got
saying?
you. And that's not funny.
Nothing down there, bro. You know what I'm saying? Nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing, bro. You know what I'm saying? And for this man to work his way up, bro, to a businessman, multi-millionaire, to make everybody around you multi-millionaires, to buy a house for every last person in your family, yeah, to his kids gonna be good, all from nothing, bro. A master of economics, bro. And that's what we are as black people, bro. We master. If you work your way up from anything,
chameleons, bro.
Yeah.
You chameleons, bro.
If you worked your way up from anything, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like all of these rappers and stuff like that, bro. Y'all worked your way up, from nothing, bro.
Man,
massive economics, bro.
I feel like you put a black man in any fucking room, he had to shed skin to now fit into that room, and we do so well. We do so well. How many times you go into an office building and you see a black man? You know what I mean? And not just that. I can speak on us. I can't speak on every black man, right? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, look how many rooms that we done sat in. You know what I mean? And not only did we thrive in those situations, like, we came out on top. In a sense, right? Yeah. Like, I'm not speaking on, we use better than everybody in the world. No, you're not. But to be able to be in different rooms itself is a blessing. You get me? Yeah. To even be in that room. You know what I mean? But at the same time, like I said, you could wear many faces. But at the same time, but still be true to who you are. You know what I mean? As a black man, we are chameleons, bro. We are chameleons. Look at Jay-Z. You know what I mean? Look at Swiss Beats. You know what I mean? Like, look at all these people. Look at DMX. You know, his untimely demise. You know what I mean? But these people have shed skin so many times.
I still want to find out whose idea it was to put him in that pickup truck. And I'm not trying to. I still, man, bro. There's some things in the world I just wonder about. That's one of them, right? Like, aside from all my shit, right? Once I get rid of all, my problems that I got, you know what I'm saying? These things you start looking at like them. I hate my job. I'm gonna leave from here. How we gonna, create some passive income? I think about all these issues, right? For myself, right? And then once I get off those issues, right, I'm on to shit like, yo, who put DMX in that truck? You know what I'm saying? Like who did just lay Maxwell tell on? Like I'm like, that's the shit I think about, bro. I just like, yo, my mind just goes elsewhere. Like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's weird, but I don't know what it is, bro. It's just I just go towards that, bro.
It's different. There's a lot of questions I need to be asked.
Like, why George Sternbrenner put a fucking no facial hair, ban on the players, right? Like, it's a policy, like no facial hair. Like Yankees, like why? Like, why do niggas do shit? Like, why the fuck can't B2K get along?
Like, why the fuck can...
Like, why do a nigga gotta go on stage and eat a watermelon so he eat pussy?
My nigga, thank you. What the fuck is going on?
I'm like, yo, I'm like, yo, the first thing when I tuned into that shit, cause I wasn't watching. So
they watched it.
Bro, when I tuned in 40 at the watermelon, I said, yo, I see where he going. I see the ideology right quick. His hair is out. Black focus. I see what he doing. You know what I'm saying? I see what he doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, he on some black power.
He's trying to eat the tud. He started eating the tud.
Later on, I found out he was trying to eat the tud. I said, "Oh, this man, Jiminy Cricket." I thought he was on some,
I thought he was
like power type shit.
Nah, I thought he was some opposite shit. He was on some coon shit. Yeah, he was cooning like a mother.
What the fuck is this nigga talking about?
The nigga was getting his ass whooped so fucking bad. He pulled down his pants and his boxer said "unbothered." The nigga he was getting his ass whooped so bad.
I see why they let that nigga off of Maybach. Listen,
that nigga, yo,
bro, why how much thought put in? He said, "I'm gonna kill these niggas with this." That's why a lot of you niggas, bro, need to stay behind because he was
the outfit. Why did this motherfucker had a vest sweater on, sweatpants, and tall cans? I said, yo, first of all, take him the fuck off the stage, bro.
Bro, a lot of these niggas, bro, like, what's funny, right? Women do it all the time, bro. Niggas used to be corny as hell. Niggas clowned Omarion, bro. I don't know if you remember. He was singing the song and then he got corny. Every bitch said he was corny. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, when the hiatus got buff, grew some dreads. They seen it. Oh my God, he's so fun. I haven't seen this nigga in years, right? Why we haven't seen him in years? This nigga a legend. And you get up there and start doing some shit. You're like, yo, this nigga corny. No wonder we haven't seen this nigga in years, right?
Corny as hell.
That's how I be. No wonder we haven't seen these niggas in years.
Corny. Bro. That nigga, I ain't gonna lie. I'm a Mario fan. You know what I mean? But son was singing hoops around this nigga, bro. I don't know. They getting busy outside with it though. I don't know what the fuck going on out there. That's Nork out there. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Fight, yo, he was whooping his ass, bro. I have never seen that. Yo, that shit was like Dipset and fucking D Block. Like, he couldn't do nothing with that man at all. That nigga tried dancing. He brung out clowns and shit. They started crumping.
That shit turned into a coon show.
I said no. Yo, then he had wait. Why my man Jeremiah came out and started sounding like me out that bitch? Yeah. That nigga said we can be somewhere. The nigga said, "Oh."
Yo, pitchy as hell. Like, come on, bro, get this nigga off stage, bro.
That nigga said, "Yo." That nigga said, "Why you do that? Oh, why the fuck would you do that?"
That's why I need. Honestly, I got a task for you right quick. We can do it right quick.
What's that?
That's gonna be one of our topics, right? Usher, Chris Brown. Just choose one of those names.
Usher, Chris Brown. Usher.
Damn, I wanted to choose Usher, man.
You wanted to choose Usher. Yeah. Nah, I'm sorry, bro. Right, I'm gonna be honest.
Let's go to title.
I'm gonna tell you why.
Pull up Usher catalog.
I'm gonna tell you why.
Right?
I'm gonna tell you why I picked Usher. I grew up on Usher. My nigga, like,
you grew up on Chris Brown?
Partially, nigga. I was already in high school when I really started rocking in. Pause. So who you want me to pull up? Usher or Chris Brown?
Yeah, what much, nigga?
Nah, that's me too. I think it's when what's in the plus, yeah.
The phone.
Who you want me to pull up?
Pull up Chris Brown catalog. I mean, no, you gotta pull up. You said Usher. You gotta pull up Usher catalog.
Usher. Got you. Done and done. I'm gonna just go to all his top songs.
Yeah, that's what we do. So yeah,
Right.
the top. Let's let Title do it. What's his top song over there?
His top song is Yeah. Number
His
one.
top song is Yeah. This nigga top song is No Guidance. You know which way that's gonna lean towards. No Guidance.
Right.
What's the second one?
Second is Come Through with Summer Walker and Usher.
This is called Baddest. We know that's gonna.
Baddest. I don't know what the fuck that is.
You know Baddest?
Nah.
This shit
Don't play
hard.
that shit.
That's my song. I love this shit.
Copy. Pause it.
You got it.
You got it. What you got?
Oh, they give you 15 seconds, though, bro.
You got. All right. Cool.
The next one is Heat.
Heat. Oh, Superstar gonna kick their ass.
Oh, for sure. Then after that, it's Go Crazy.
Go Crazy. You got it bag. Gonna kick their ass.
That's facts. Next one is Iffy.
Can you handle it? Gonna kick his ass.
That's facts. Yeah. It's all downhill from him. You shouldn't even go back.
Done and done.
They get a whole different bag.
I'm about to say, because look, you think about it, you still got My Boo, you still got Nice and Slow, you still got You Make Me Wonder, you still got Confessions, you still got Remind Me, you still got Trading Places. I'm talking about like Love in This Club. Come on now, that's what it's made for. You don't have to call Love in This, bro.
We need a verses like that, right? But these niggas are too into themselves, bro.
I'll be honest,
bro.
them two will probably be fun. I'm gonna say it because remember,
because what's saying Chris Brown talking about some, oh, you know, I don't want to, nigga. Do it. I said, yo, do it. Drake and fucking Wayne did, bro, with the battling. They battled on. They had a tour of battling, bro.
that's dope. Yeah, that was dope.
You remember that, right?
Yeah.
Do the same shit.
But
What the fuck are these niggas talking about, bro? Like, I hate
That'd
these
be
niggas
dope.
are not creative at all. They be in the studio with all this weed, drinks, girls, giving them lines.
Get
Like,
that truck. Give it that.
bro, listen, you gotta stop doing this shit, bro. These niggas are not creators, bro. These niggas ain't nothing. They homeboys in there, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. bro.
Nah, but I think that would be a fun battle.
Yeah.
I think that would be a fun. Not that I don't think it would happen, but I think that would be a fun battle. If Swiss and Timberlake can pull that off, that'd be dope. I'm gonna have to name this episode Colloquial. I'm gonna have to name this episode Colloquial.
Colloquialism for sure.
Colloquialism. The black man in America is a hard job. It's a hard job of being a black man in America, man. Right now,
Some niggas will tell you to stop bitching.
that's a fact. Some people say shut the fuck
You
up.
Kendrick Lamar said, right?
What's that? What he say?
So that nigga, you need some. My fault.
Therapy?
Need some therapy in this. Everybody crazy.
Niggas, everybody's fucking stupid. Everybody's stupid. Now, and shout out to kid, that fucking crown that he got, that thing. I'm calling it a crown. I'm not gonna call it a what's the name, but they said that shit's like $3 million for that. That was made from Tiffany, so you know that shit $3
I thought
million.
that was the nation behind it. I can't get a little weird.
You thought you mean the people that was behind him?
Yeah.
It probably was. Unless it's just the people, because ain't he PG Lang now?
Yeah.
After that last album, I think after that now he PG Lang 100%. Because I think he only had one more album to do or something like that. So he outside now. He outside. Him, Keem, and all the boys. I don't know who else he got signed on that label. What's going on with what's the name? How's Isaiah Rashad? I know he came out to the interview though. What's going on with what's the name? How's Isaiah Rashad? I know he came out to the interview though.
He did an interview with Joe Budden.
That was called the pull up, right? That's the pull up shit.
I don't know if it was a pull up. I forget.
I don't know what they calling him. But I think the pull up was him man Charlemagne.
I think it was a conversation. I think it was a
He's
conversation
talking.
with Isaiah Rashad. I think that was the name of it. Now the pull up was just with him, but now he just mentioned, he said the same shit that Bad Bunny said. You know, he's gender fluid. You
Gotcha.
know, which means that you don't know. I mean, right now at this moment, you know what I'm saying.
He
might
fucking
like
with
a
he fucking
guy.
with.
Yeah, you might like a woman, but somebody walking the door.
He said niggas was just having fun. You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
He said that shit came out. He was like, oh.
That's it, yeah.
Say something like that. Something like that. I ain't putting no words in that man's mouth. But nah, man, what's going on TV? I'm waiting for SZA to drop something new too, man.
Fuck SZA. I mean, not fuck SZA, but
What's the name supposed to be dropping his album sometime this year too?
I want
Schoolboy.
I mean, Absol. We got a single from Absol. I mean, that's something we haven't gotten a minute. You know what I'm saying?
I haven't heard
it.
it. It dropped.
I posted on the Aux giveaway
Gotcha.
a couple weeks ago. called Hollandaise.
I probably heard it, probably didn't.
Yeah,
You know, I got bad. Man, it's probably one of my bad weeks. One of my bad weeks, I was super in my I was in my Erica bag, Erica Badu bag or something like that.
You've been
I
killing me
wasn't
with those
super
shit, so I ain't gonna hold you. You've been knocking me out. I've been looking at the views, bro. It's like smacking my shit in views.
Now I'm gonna come clean with you. So I'm gonna be honest. Like all the songs that I post, bro, those are songs that I have reheard multiple times and like that I have like that I fuck with heavy. And what I do is I picked. So I'll play an album or something like that, and I'll find something that hit hard to me, and that'd be my song. Like Royce the 9-5, like fire, like super fire, lyrically fire. Never seen a nigga before, but that was Thou Shalt, that song itself. Yeah, that's
like Eminem best friend.
Thou Shalt Not Fuck with the. I didn't know that. I don't follow a lot of those artists because that was Slaughterhouse. I knew nothing. Yeah. I knew nothing about Slaughterhouse for the most part, but that song itself was like super dope to me. Yeah, I should keep doing that, but I'll put that up. So that shit was like super dope to me, and that week specifically, I was gonna listen to lyrical shit. Like each week it goes, and some weeks I don't listen to nothing. You know what I mean? Certain weeks I listen to a certain type of like. All right, so I did like a whole week of like ASAP Rocky vibes. You know what I mean? So I'm listening to Yamagini. I'm listening to Uzi. Anybody in that aura, right? In that feng shui. And then when I listen to my rap and shit, like I need Royce the 5'9". I need Joey Badass. You know what I mean? Like I need them because I know they're gonna come with those bars. Saha the Prince. Like I need them guys because that's what they come with. Their lyrical shit. And then sometimes I need vibey shit. Like I need a Brent Faiyaz. You know what I mean? I need a Tim's. You know what I mean? Like I need those people because they give us a certain type of vibe. And then sometimes, like I said, I don't listen to nothing. Sometimes just me meditating as I drive. But that's how I operate. So everything that I put out there, I'm listening to that week for sure. But a lot of those songs I re-listen to all the time. So that's just the vibe, my man. Like super vibey shit.
Well, for Steve's, rest in peace, Capital Steve's, for his birthday, we received the track from Joey Badass. Yeah, it was a good track.
I was about to say, a lot of his tracks come off like I'm paid now. I'm good. Yeah, super relaxed fit. Super relaxed fit jeans. Like you get me. It's not the same. You know what I mean. American Eagle jeans, and I feel like that was like American Eagle. You know what I mean. Copper Diamondback hat. You get me. Like really, I'm in my bag real quick, and I'm gonna put something out. And I think the next project we're gonna get from him is gonna be like that. You get me.
Hopefully.
Because I'm gonna be honest. Like I said, I was listening to that. You know, I was listening to 1999. You know what I mean? Where he was, I mean, you know, Cluminati, like those tracks and shit like that. They hit different, shit hard. And when you listen to his and it, like hearing his wordplay was crazy. You know what I mean?
He took time to do it. You can tell he took time on his wordplay.
Christ conscious, like you remember that shit? Like you listening to this shit, like wait, what? Getting deeper in my flow, like, come on, man. Not rhymes, I drop prisms. No, they respect. Come on, like.
Rocks in the spectrum to the prism. Somehow I bypassed the bias and the isms. They seen my pigment and thought I was the ignorant.
Unfortunately, I am not that type of niglet.
Past the pot,
let me skillet.
Just got back from the block from the
6 o'clock with Jigga. I'm thinking about signing with the rock, but my niggas on the block still assigned to the rocks.
And I swear it hurt me soul try to prevail, but when I preach it only hurt themselves.
Yo,
like,
come on now, like shout out.
Even dead or in jail, but
shout out to One Train.
Wish you the best for real.
Shout out to One Train. That's One Train. But yo, like to hear like shit like that nigga he's in his bag. You know what I mean? And even to like step back and then you know what I mean, hear Kaimo put out a track like he put out where he actually mentioned us on the track. And to be honest, the first time we was mentioned on the track, and like that shit felt good. Like to actually hear our name being mentioned like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that song was personal to him too.
It was. Like, it wasn't like
personal. He mentioned his,
we had a call.
One of his homeboys that passed away as well.
Right.
You know, shouts out to that young man. But he mentioned like, you know, suicidal thoughts. That was a personal song. You know what I'm saying? That was a real personal song. So Yeah, definitely get that shit a check. What was the Soul American Dream 3 freestyle?
Yeah,
like
man. It's and this top of that album. He gonna have an album coming soon. But like I said, he's on tour right now. But to even hear that shit, you know what I mean? Like that puts you in the bag. Like this dude is really in his bag. You know what I mean? I'm waiting for E to come back and drop something fire though. Like E playing games. He hiding right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? E, what up?
Dow J was in the studio.
Dow J in the studio for sure.
Once again, I feel
sure.
like this nigga live in the studio. He still don't get no music. This nigga capping.
Joel Santana shit.
Nah, in the studio and everything. We just never get the music from him.
Nah, we gotta get that nigga. Like that nigga gotta definitely drop something for sure.
Janessa Nicole dropped a good song.
Yeah.
That was hard.
Yeah.
I fucks with that.
Yeah. Shout out to my niggas over at 9-5 Tiller.
Oh yeah.
9-5 Till for sure. Shout out to Russ.
They just did something that was real cool though. They got like a scholarship shit going on now.
Yeah, super dope.
That's insane, bro.
Super dope. Shout out to my boys, man. Shout out to them boys.
Bro.
Them boys putting in work.
They out there doing God's work.
Shout out to Malk. Shout out to Russ. You get me? Shout out to the boys.
Continue to do God's work, brothers.
That's a fact. That's a fact. I still want to get out there and talk to Soulful out in Atlanta. Like that's gonna be fun. I really want to get out there and know what I mean, see him in his app. You know what I mean, see him in his shit. I seen a nigga recently post a little picture. I don't know if he's doing a video or doing a photo. The nigga was like waist deep inside of a pool taking pictures. That nigga Soulful crazy. Now he getting dope. Shout out to Soulful and shit. Yeah, man. I'm just certain music put me in a certain spirit, man. I'm one of those guys, like each week that shit change. I'm about to get back on my jazz shit for sure.
Well, I used to listen to that shit too, driving around at nighttime, just smelling that North air.
That's a fact. That shit smell amazing too.
I'm not gonna lie, like
you know when danger coming once that shit switch.
For real, like yo, Gunpowder and jazz music is like a mixture from like heaven. Like just driving by, just
I don't know if it's heaven,
bro.
but it's definitely it's definitely heaven sent for sure.
Yeah.
It's telling you to watch the fuck out,
see what
boy.
you did there too, heaven sent.
Come on, man.
Yo,
touch in,
come on,
top down. Yo, shout out to my man Joey Badass.
Come on, put that nigga in the booth.
Get that nigga in the studio.
Put that boy in the booth.
Get that man in the studio.
A lot to offer, man.
No, for sure, man. Like we just vibing, man. And like I said, this only gonna get better, man. Like super get better. We gotta drop a new aux, man. We ain't drop an aux in like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
We gotta come back hard too.
Yeah.
Super hard. Pause. I know you niggas get. I know how you Kaimo. You. I see how you get down. You ain't about to catch me out there like that. Wild pause. Wild freaky time.
You can just touch on sports right quick.
Yeah, we got to, man. Let's go to. I got the Packers hat on. We straight. We out here.
Yeah, I just want to touch on this KD situation, man.
Who?
KD.
So you don't want to talk about?
I like the.
Pause.
I'm a bypass baseball.
Pause, man. You can't talk about sports and not talk about a WNBA star who's in Russia right now. You get me? You can't skip past sports. If you want to talk about sports, we got to speak about that first. First and foremost, I say, definitely free her. Support. You know, we want to send out support any way we need to do. We need to sign any type of petition. We're willing to do so. You know what I mean? For her to be released for sure. So we definitely want to say prayers out to her, prayers out to her families, and we wish that she get back.
Yeah, that coach is fucking disgusting too. You know, so that's once again, it's a white woman take stick, and I know it's a white woman. I don't got a fucking what's name. It was a white woman. There's a report came out saying, "Oh, if LeBron was locked up there, LeBron would have got out."
Speak to the mic, man.
If LeBron was locked up there, LeBron would have got out. He'll be home by
She
now.
also mentioned it too, and I get it. I get the thought process. I think the girl Brittany.
I don't think she's not. Hell no, bro. Lawyers are Russian, nigga. Like you know what I'm saying? Ain't no American lawyers down there.
That's why
that basketball coach said that shit. And once again, it's turning a woman against the male. That shit got nothing to do with that man. He's minding his fucking business at home, planning a drive. Yo, for LeBron to have so much money, that's the littlest fucking driveway I've ever seen in my life. You and your two sons are too big niggas to be playing. Y'all too big to be playing that little ass driveway, bro. Dunking and shit. You see that little driveway? Like, come on, bro. But he over there playing with his kids, bro. He don't want to hear no shit like that. You feel what I'm saying? He do not want to hear no shit like that, bro. Like you putting that man into that. Once you get you dragging the black man in there, you can go get the black woman. You know what I'm saying? I see what type of games these people playing. They want to make that into like a gender war as well. It's like, come on, bro.
That's crazy. But
it all depends on the president.
But
if Trump is in there, Trump is putting pressure on him right now.
I'm just saying. I just want to send my prayers out to her family.
For sure.
Send her prayers out to her specifically. You know what I mean? And I hope that she get home. You know what I mean, safely and everything. And I think they kind of sentenced us like 10 years. And she had like weed or some shit like that.
Bro, it was for hashish cartridge. Like, come on, bro. What we talking about, bro? They're going inside a vape or something like that. Come on, bro. Hashish cartridge, bro.
I got you.
They're making a statement now. It's a political move. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, Sleepy Joe somewhere asleep right now.
That nigga Sleepy Joe, that nigga just 104 years old. What the fuck you expect him to do?
That boy Trump, I think Trump was older than him or some shit. Like Trump was still getting busy. Trump still fucking and everything. You know what I'm saying? Trump was getting busy. But Trump would have put some pressure on that boy.
That's a fact. But yeah, man, let's talk about this KD though, man. Go ahead, speak on it, man. Go ahead, man. What you want to talk about, man?
I just like the dream, man. I live in the dreamer's world, right? And my team has been so horrible,
Phoenix.
for years, right? Then we had a run with Steve Nash, and then that quickly, went out of the way because somebody named Kobe Bryant, Tim Duncan's on, so it went away. We couldn't really get past nothing, right? Dirk Nowitzki, legends, right? So then we had this little run down recently. We stumbled upon something. We put a little bit of a magical season together in 2020, and somehow we was able to carry it out into 2022, right? Mm-hmm. With this trade talk now, people saying, hey, I want to go to Phoenix. Phoenix is never a destination for anybody.
Nope.
But the fact that niggas wanting to come over here now means we starting to do something. We got a whole new culture. Basketball coach, we got a winning environment. Niggas want to be a part of that, right? Mm-hmm. I would love for good old KD to come over there.
This nigga trying to throw his pitch right now.
I'm not gonna lie, KD. Do what you got to do, bro. Do God's work. Come on down to the Phoenix.
Come on down to the Phoenix.
Heat that shit up a little bit more, because 110 degrees ain't enough. We need you to heat it up a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? I'm okay with giving away anybody, right? And somebody had to make me realize this, right? I'm like, nah, we can't get Bridges, man. We can't get Cam Johnson, man. Because my son named after Cam Johnson and Cameron Payne.
Never knew that.
Yeah.
I know Cameron Payne. I didn't know about Karen Johnson.
Yes, sir. After they put in that miraculous fucking run that we had, in 2021. But yeah,
Trash.
I'm like, damn, we can't get rid of these dudes, man. We need these people. But he's like, yo, we have to give away. DeAndre Ayton ain't enough. You feel what I'm saying? Somebody put a mock draft together. They put Cameron Payne, Mikal Bridges, who I love a lot. I was hoping he didn't go. And I think it was like 4 first-round picks. So that Rudy Gobert trade fucked up everything. So they gave Rudy Gobert 4 first-round picks, bro.
Sheesh.
So now they looking like, all right, cool. So if they gave Rudy Gobert that, what the fuck do we give KD?
Right.
It's almost impossible, right?
You got to throw the house at him.
You got to throw the house at him. So niggas like, yo, we're not giving you Devin Booker. We're not giving you Devin Booker. And then KD said, yo, I'm not going to go to a team that's going to be, depleted.
And that's what's going to happen.
You know what I'm saying? I think New York, he might end up sending in New York. Kyrie, I hear that the Lakers trade is not going nowhere. That's what I'm hearing. I hear that Lakers trade
because they have the leverage. Brooklyn have the leverage.
Yeah.
The niggas opt into their contracts. We got the leverage.
Yeah. And
we got the leverage.
3-year contracts, so
yeah, the niggas they have the leverage, so it's gonna be hard to get out of that.
But the thing is, you got two. You seem to have 2 disgruntled workers. You already know when you got disgruntled workers, you ain't getting no work done.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
It's over. We might as well let them go.
Especially not with Kyrie.
But I think the object is they're gonna try to hold on to them see if they'll be productive. If not, by what's the name, they're gonna blow it up. Because once they blow it up in the middle of the season,
now. See what you get some young talent. Trade now. Get some young boys. You know what I'm saying? Start to rebuild Brooklyn. Get some young boys. Go ahead and trade KD.
Trade Kyrie. Get Kyrie out of there.
Trade KD to Phoenix. What else you have to lose? You got nothing to lose. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Devin Booker got to go though.
No.
Devin got to go.
Aiden can go.
I think the only thing that would probably make sense. I'm gonna be honest.
He just signed a new contract. So we're not getting rid of him. He legit just signed the contract last week.
I'm just saying. Only thing that would probably make sense
5 years, 300.
would be Lakers get rid of AD, Westbrook, give them like 2-3 picks, and take KD and Kyrie.
You're not taking them niggas, bro. You kidding me? Them 2 niggas is not playing. They not both going to. I know you'll love that.
I don't care, but I'm just saying.
That. Them niggas is not going there, bro. That's impossible, bro.
Kyrie want to go there.
I know Kyrie.
Might, and I think that's what ended up happening.
Westbrook think about like 11 mil more than him, so they talking about from like a money standpoint.
It makes sense.
They don't because they can't afford it.
Who?
They would have to throw like another filler in there, huh?
Who?
Brooklyn can't afford it.
Yes, they don't got how many big. They only got 2 big contracts. They only got KD and Kyrie.
They would send something like an equal swap, so they would have to give somebody else up. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, give Seth. That's what they want. They want Kyrie and Seth.
You starting to strip.
That's what they said, bro. That's you look.
Kyrie
that's what they said
for Westbrook.
For Westbrook and some picks.
Fuck, they don't have no first round picks though.
I said some picks. I ain't say first round. I said picks.
First round picks they got is what 2000. I think it's 2007 and 2008, some shit like that. Or 2008, 2000. I'm sorry, 2028 and 2029.
I can't specify, man. I'm not a sports analyst, brother. I don't know the
But that was
motherfucker.
the
All
key
I'm
to
saying
first-round
is,
picks.
I think
They traded away all their first round picks when they got Westbrook and the other nigga.
I know John Wall to what's the name is interesting. The Clips.
That's gonna be crazy. I wonder what they're
That's
gonna do
gonna
with
be
Reggie
fun.
Jackson though. Hopefully
He got
keep
go. He got go.
Hopefully
He did bad last year. He got go.
He been holding
He
niggas
got.
down,
He
bro.
did
Come on,
bad
bro.
last year.
He did John
He was
dirty.
looking crazy.
He was doing the Lakers
doing shit. They both ended up in the same spot. It don't fucking matter. Them niggas both ended up on the couch.
Every time they played the Lakers, he had a point to prove. He was the.
But they always do whenever they play the Lakers. But anytime they play Golden State, niggas lost by 42. So it didn't even matter. So niggas play hard tonight, but tomorrow they gonna get their ass smacked. And that's exactly what happened.
It's gonna be interesting, bro.
It's gonna be interesting. So let's see what happens, man. Let's see what happens, man. I gotta pick up Mace, man. It's getting late. This shit winding down, man. First and foremost, man, like I said, yo, thank everybody for like always like being tuned in. Thank you all for, you know what I mean, just everything you guys do for us, man. Like this shit is amazing, man. Shout out to just everybody, man. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to all our guests that have ever blessed this platform. Like we getting better and better. We getting more people who experience some more people we want to get up here for sure. D, you gotta contact Dolo for sure, man. Stop playing, man.
Oh, yeah.
Gotta see what's up, man.
I think he responded on Instagram or some shit like that.
Yeah, what's up? It's time to set that up this summer. We gotta. He doing some big things. But yeah, I think it's time for him for sure. Thanks to like Ant from blessing the podcast, man, and just really coming here, spreading the show, spreading the love. Definitely gonna get a part 2 for him for sure before the summer out. Like, you know what I mean? Shout out to E. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, who else have we had up here, man? Shout out to Nas. I mean, Nori. Nori. Shout out to, you know, Kaimo, of course, Corner World Records for, you know what I mean, always blessing us and always dropping some fire off on us. Anything, something coming up, man, definitely looking for us to be on tour a little bit more too. So we're gonna be outside a little bit more. Do you got something to say, man? What else? What you